Is it?
Welcome to the Imagine Not Being Leeds.
Imagine not being Leeds, not feeling this pain, not dancing through thunder, not walking through rain. Imagine not rising with fists in the air when the world turned its back and no one would care. We've lived in the ashes, we've drowned in defeat, but still we stand proud on our battered old feet. Imagine not loving with all that you are. Imagine not being Leeds.
We love you, Leeds, Leeds, Leeds.
We do bloody love you, Leeds, Leeds, Leeds. Now then, everyone, welcome back to Imagine Not Being Leeds, where me, AG, Bossnass, get to grips the last 7 days at Leeds United. A little bit of fun and banter on everyone's favourite Friday night Leeds show. It is, of course, Late Night Leeds. Now then, everyone, welcome back to Late Night Leeds. Thank you for joining us. There's already 69 people, what a number, in the room. As it stands, smash a like, subscribe if you're new here, and let's get into it. Let's see how the boys are. I'm going to come with you, Bossnass, first. How are you doing, mate?
Yeah, buzzing. Just watched Cast Tigers beat Huddersfield Giants, so that always helps. Standard is horrendous, but a win's a win, so we take
Doesn't happen
that.
very often, either, AG. You know what I mean, Bossnass? It doesn't happen very often, that. So you take it, don't you? You take it.
Take everything we can get, mate.
Too right. The standard is poor, mate, especially in Cass. Just that road from me. Just about to see him coming out. Anyway, AG, how are you doing, buddy?
Yeah, good. I didn't know anyone was still playing rugby league. I didn't know it was still a thing. Is it still a thing?
It is, mate. It's just like your kick and clappies up there. That's what they call it, kick and clap.
I'll tell you what. Yeah, you are right. England play a kick it territory. It is boring. I agree.
Yeah. Kick and clap means something else round my head, lads, but we won't go there tonight. Yeah, but I'm glad everyone's doing well. AG, any news on house? Are you in yet? Are you out yet? Everyone likes to know. Like to ask every week.
Next Friday's when I move. So
come on. Imagine how many Arctics he needs to get his gear across there. You imagine?
Arctics, yeah. How many men to take to move an Adam?
Let's see what's in. Adam even likes his own thumbnail. Class thumbnail. I'm sure everyone will agree. The thumbnail for tonight was absolutely brilliant.
I haven't even seen it. I'm going to have to check it out.
Oh, mate. Unbelievable. Tez with his lineup. Yeah. I'll start that, buddy, and we'll get into that soon as. Leeds signed 27-year-old for around 15 million from Udinese last season.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Yep, too right. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Sexy, isn't it?
Yeah,
Love it, AG. Masterful. Evening all, says Top Banana. Tickle us like the lads. Hey up, Tezza as always. Paul Brennan, hello. Hope everyone's ready. The big match tomorrow, 5:30. Elland Road, the only place for us. MOT. Keep fighting. We love you, Leeds. We do, Paul. We love you, mate, even more. Evening says Richard, as always. Cheers for being here, mate. Rich Bedford as well. Hi all. Derby still got their record, last points. I'm super excited for this one, to be fair. Johnny the Frog, you are always excited to see us free on screen. I know you are. You're the most complimentary of the bunch, really. We love it. The Wolves result has been coming. It's a bit of a mad one, that. AG, not too surprised about that result tonight, are you? 2-0 Wolves, I am.
Not really. I've watched a bit of them lately. I think they've been all right. They've got some good players. They've got some very average players, but yeah. And Villa have been in very average form. They look poor against us, I thought.
Imagine being a Villa fan, Bossnass, getting, next 2 games, Leeds and Wolves, and getting 1 point. You wouldn't have predicted that as a Villa fan, though. Come on.
Mate, Villa's got to be fuming. Saying that, though, look, Wolves, no pressure on now, is there? They're all relegated, man. It's just vibes, isn't it, at this point? So, and you're getting over, you are getting one over on your Brummy rivals as well.
Yeah,
so,
sang in there.
happy days, isn't it?
It's all right. Tony, evening, lads. Evening, everyone. Let's beat the ladder tonight and stop the Onions gallop. Yeah, he is galloping. You wait till he comes on. Might be a little bit later tonight. Might be about 20 to 11:15. He's currently still watching Scream 7 at the cinema, but he will be over his quiz, full in his glory after a great quiz night.
And I just chip in and say, Joseph Waitman, this is not this is not Brid themed, but thanks for paying attention, mate. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Good lad, good lad. Mike there, the quiz winner from the Leeds members versus Leeds legends, number 1, and then give his TV to Priestley. Mental.
Why?
Did he?
No, can you
give
expand?
it-
Can you expand on that?
He literally just Priestley went, "Oh, I wish I'd have won a TV so much when you can have it." And I thought, fuck me, I actually need one. I mean, give it to Priestley. But we were a team, and if Priestley wouldn't have been in the team, we probably wouldn't have won it. But what I will say is me and Mike were equally as good, and we knew some bits he didn't know. But Mike's finger was the fastest finger, hence why he won the quiz. But yeah, if we weren't sat with Priestley, we probably wouldn't have got anywhere. But there's Nigel as well. Evening. How you doing?
Hang on. So he won the TV for being number 1, though, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if Priestley wasn't there, he still would have got number 1, right?
Well, maybe not, because we were sort of all helping each other with answers because we were a team.
What you're trying to say is, if Priestley weren't there, you two would have been nowhere near it. Is that what you're getting at?
No, I'd have been 33rd instead of 3rd. No, we'd have still been up there because I knew a lot of those answers, mate. But the Onion knew a couple I didn't.
So you're claiming, so Mike was number 1. He because he was fastest, getting most right, and you're claiming if Priestley wasn't there to help him, even though he was answering correctly quicker.
No, because what they do is obviously the question comes on the screen, and as you're reading it, Priestley may have been like, "Right, the answer's this," but before you had a chance to press go, you're already
like helping
anticipating the answers coming up ready. So if all the answers,
mate,
Alistair, you're waiting for the answers to come up, so you already know you're going to bang that one. You know what I mean?
Got to do your own face mask first. It's flight rules.
But yeah,
Your own face mask on, help others.
Mike were brilliant, I were brilliant, Priestley were brilliant, so were Nigel, so were David, it were class. Anyways, boys, I'm sure when Priestley comes on, he'll want to elaborate on the whole Onion winning a TV and all that shit. But before he gets on here, we have got to go back to last weekend for the great result. It is the Aston Villa 1, Leeds 1. Oh, look who's Smarty. How are we doing, Smarty? How are we doing, my mate? We saw him at the quiz night. Nice.
Hey, listen, AJ. All right, Smarty, how we doing, mate? AJ, right? Listen, tunes, thumbnails. You're on your game, lad. You are.
He's
on
his
your
game.
I've got nothing but respect for it. And like the kids are saying, I am giving you a mediocre glazing right here, but I think you've earned it.
What kind of glazing is this?
Oh, you can have whatever kind of glazing you like, lad.
As soon as you say that,
I'm here. I'm fucking. You pick me. Strawberry, chocolate, vanilla. What kind?
He is
what
rather
you
good.
after?
He is rather good. And I feel like I didn't do that. Let me watch it again. This is the Aston Villa versus Leeds review. Yeah, you are good at that, Adam. You are good.
You are good at that, mate.
Matching jumper. Yeah, matching. Right then, boys. So, great result. We all know the result. Great result for Leeds. 1-1. Fantastic goal. Goal of the month. Goal of the season. Goal of the decade.
Great
Oh, it's
goal.
not there, innit? If it's not goal of the month, you'd be shocked, man.
Unbelievable. But before we get into that, the lineup. So, Biol came out, which was a shock for me. I've been saying to you last few weeks, James Justin, for me, sort of making himself undroppable, although I may be dropping him for tomorrow's game, which we'll get into later. But yeah, that was a big sort of shock there, dropping Biol for this game. What do you reckon to lineup? Darlow, Bogle, Goodmanson, and it had Justy Road on Strauch as a middle three. And then the midfield was Stack, Ampadu, Gruev, and Aronson with Calvert-Lewin up top. Were you shocked at anything in there? Or did you think that's what a good side to go with, lads?
I wasn't shocked by the lineup in terms of the Stack Aronson attacking midfield thing. He likes that at the moment, getting up and down. The defense was interesting. I think for me, BO and defending in your box, he's the best we have. What's interesting though, obviously Strauch's his number 1 left centre back. There's no doubt about that. And then it's because Justin could play there, right? So Strauch's number 1 left centre back because it's between Justin and Strauch, but Strauch has to play there. And then so you get BL Road on Justin, and he wanted to get Justin inside. And that was it. I didn't mind a half-time change, like it was down to illness or something. I thought it made a lot of sense because I think Goodmanson was terrible in the first half. He had a very average half, and BL is very good defensively. So, and to say, Watkins up against him, I understand it a little bit because Watkins likes to run the channels, and BL is marking the striker usually. He likes Thiago or something like standing up against him, not running into the channel. So I do understand it a bit. He thought, oh, Roda might be better tracking him. It may be that, but it may have been that simple. Bit horses for courses.
Yeah, not to add to that, Bossnass.
Yeah, I'm glad that Darlow started, mate. I can't lie, like Perry had that performance at the cup, but keep Darlow in there. I think that's the right decision. So I was happy for that because it kind of shows that he's not flip floppy, and that's nice. Other than that, I thought the lineup was it was there to be solid, wasn't it? It was there. It was like getting the XL bath plug from B&Q. It's there to do a job. So yeah, I think on the balance of it, he got it right.
Yeah, no, I think he did, mate. I think the first half, I thought we played really well, leading up to the goal. Obviously, when the goal came, let's be fair, boys. It's the only really place I want to start. Really, I've watched that goal back maybe 50, 60 times in the last few days. It's been mad. Did he have any right to really have a go from there, boy? Should he even attempt? I mean, it went in, so yeah. But I mean, any other sort, if he does that 99 more times, he probably hits the wall, goes wide, goes over, whatever. But
is there an argument to say that if Martinez wasn't having a stroke and fucking standing 75% to one side of the goal, that he don't take that on? Is that one of those where he puts the ball down and sees like an opportunity in real time?
Yeah, I think Martinez literally gives him that space and goes, well, if you're going to beat me, you've got to put it right in corner, and fair enough. But like you said, the likelihood is at that age, he's drifting that into that group of players that are waiting in box to sort of run on and edit it. A bit of a surprise.
That's a really hard cross, though. That's a really hard cross to get that right. That when your right foot is swinging it in and fairly straight, fairly central as well. That's a really hard cross to get right and make anything from it. And then Martinez was too far over, but I think that's a lost starting position for a lot of keepers as well. I think a lot of keepers start in that position. They always start slightly left because they're just judging it on the cross. They think the guy's not going to shoot, and most people don't shoot, obviously. But the hit was the dip, the position, everything about the placement. It was out of this world. It was class. It was a great.
Yeah, but AJ, right? If it's a cross, surely you've got enough time to do a couple of strides more to readjust your positioning. So why there's no need to be that far over. If it's a cross, you've got enough time.
But I don't think many keepers start in many different positions. I don't think he's much further over than any keeper stands for me. I don't think.
Do you know what it is for me? You're probably right, AG, but do you know what it is for me? It's kind of like saying, you can't beat me from here.
Yeah.
I'll leave that bit open because you aren't doing that from here. You're not doing that to me from here.
There's an arrogance, yeah.
There's an arrogance to it. And to be fair, I'm happy that he did get beat because he'll think twice, won't he? Because of that, there is an arrogance to that, surely. You don't see that lower down the leagues. You just won't, I don't think.
No, it's mad as well, boys. Like Jason said here, not good enough for match of the day mentioned. So obviously the goal was on match of the day, but they didn't pull it up and sort of dissect the free kick, which they normally do, of something which is mad when you consider that is right up there. I mean, Stack now, we'll wax lyrical about him now for that goal, but he's been outstanding all season, even just in general play, whether it's in an attacking capacity or defensive capacity. But that's his third free kick now. I think he's equaled what Ian Hart once did one season. I think Ian Hart's best with 3. So when it comes to sort of, these free kick specialists, I don't feel like we've had one in a long time, boys. It's been something that lets us down at times. The corner, having a specialist from corners has let us down year after year. It's been a long time since we've had someone who can deliver a decent ball, whether it's a cross, whether it's a free kick. And to have someone who's a threat now, we get, a challenge, a foul anywhere in and around the box, even 30 yards out. Lads don't even have to be in and around the box no more, really. We can be quite confident that we've got someone very capable of doing sort of the unthinkable, which you want at Villa. So it's nice to be in a spot where we've got people who are clinical and specialist at something that we haven't really seen at Leeds in a long time, boys.
Yeah.
It does feel nice.
I think he's hugely talented. I think he's one of those 17 million. People don't have to take a risk on him. Look at like Spurs got Conor Gallagher, this proven player, 200 grand a week they're paying Conor Gallagher. This proven Premier League £50 million player. That's all they know to buy those sorts of clubs. They can't take the risk on Anton Stack at 17 million and 50 grand. No, we can't do that. You look at him, he is the type of guy that Brighton, all those sort of clubs, we gutted they missed out on, I think, and we'd be going, oh yeah, Brighton have done it again, Brentford have done it again, Bournemouth have done it again, whoever, and we've got him, and he's an absolute monster. He's a class player.
It's absolutely no business paying that amount of money for a player of that standard. Does just
No.
shouldn't happen. And it is one of those where you will have people, because he will have been on shortlists, definitely 100%. He'll have been on shortlists, and he'll have just been that second player down or whatever, and people aren't quite gone there. And Leeds have picked him up, and you've got to look. We all get, if we're being honest with ourselves and the chat and everybody, we was all, when it was getting dicey, we was all looking at that summer window and going, "Oh, stinks a bit. This done it stinks a bit." But fair play, the more this is maturing, the more it's looking like that's a bit of premature judgment. These boys are actually playing. And one other thing I wanted to say was that first half, Daniel Farke, for me, and it's only 1-1, so the plaudits won't come in abundance like it does again in other games where you get the 3 points. But those first half tactics of funneling all the wide play centrally, where we had like more of a physical presence, where we could stamp everything out, where we was getting a foot to the ball. Pretty much as soon as a Aston Villa player was receiving the ball, there was a foot going in. They couldn't get 3-4 passes together. They couldn't put together a move. Cutting all the space down. I just thought to myself, because I look, I'm not one to rewrite history. I've always said I think Farke's a limited manager, but I want to say on record, I think he this season in the Premier League, he's improving visually in real time. You can see it, because I don't think he previously would have done any of that. He'll have just stuck to his normal gameplay. And that was a different Leeds United we saw in that first half.
I mean, I agree with that, and when we get into talk about Man City, I love it when we play that way, that physical battle. As soon as someone receives the ball, you're into them and you're letting them know you're behind them and you're putting that pressure on them, not giving them time to sort of open the body up and take a touch and look up because there's someone on them. I do think, is that part of the reason, AG, a goal like Tammy Abrahams comes along towards the end of the game? Because there's a lot of talk now. 17 points, I think it is, we've lost from winning positions, or is that just down to, like Daniel Farke said in press conference, these have got a lot more experience, have got better players, better players to call upon off the bench as well to bring on? Is that always going to inevitably happen if we're playing against a better side, which most weeks we are, as the game goes on, and we relinquish a little bit of that possession and sit back, it's going to happen? Or is that down to the energy that we exert during the game? Because let's be fair, you've picked up on it a lot this season, Adam. 70 minutes, a lot of our players look leggy. Is that because of that intensity that we often do see sometimes from Leeds?
Yes, it comes back to what Bossnass just said as well about the first half and how aggressive we are off the ball. And I say the whole idea of picking Stack, Aronson, Bogle, Gudmundsson is that those 4 players just run, and Gruev, they just run. They all get up and down. Gruev less up, but they get around people. And our ferocity and the pressure we put on the ball, you watch how passive other teams are and how good we are to watch off the ball as a result. I think we've run the second most in the league, but nearly all our running is off the ball. Whereas, like, I think Arsenal and Man City are up there, but a lot of their running's on the ball and they're on the ball and they run for their players. So, yeah, I think the thing of getting knackered, the problem we got, and it doesn't say much. Stacks out the team, we look a different team again. Like Aronson's out the team, we look a different team. The legs and the way we get around the park is crucial to what we do. And the problem we got at the moment is we don't trust but not so supposed to come in and be someone that gets around the pitch and brings a little bit more quality. But ultimately, he can play that one as attacking midfield roles, fit into the in wide midfield when we drop in, but get forward as well and get up and down the pitch. We haven't really, Tanaka can't be relied upon to do that. Nonto, he doesn't trust to do it. Okafor doesn't do it, obviously. So yeah, I think actually lack of. In Farke's defense, because looking for subs, there's things we can do, and I think there's things we can do better. But ultimately, I think he doesn't trust a lot of the options to do what he wants them to do. If we had for Aaron Stack on a bench, great, he'd bring him on. I think Longstaff could do it, but he's not as good attacking wise. But yeah, there's a little bit of that. Can I just go back to Stack quickly? Because I think absolutely, we're talking about how good he was, and we bought him 17 million. He scored 4 goals this year in the Bundesliga in 122 games. He scored 5 goals. Over several seasons. when we got him in, I don't know if everyone remembers, I said this guy can play more attacking for us. And
You
it was,
did,
oh no,
you
he's DM. And he played a lot of centre back. I said, actually, watching him, I think he can play a lot more attacking and he can be useful going forward. And that's what he's turned out to be. I mean, free kick goals are a little bit different, but yeah, I think he's a much better player. And what Farke's done with him and how he's transformed him, surely Germany watching, the whole country's taking notice. This country's taking notice, Germany's taking notice, and the media are taking notice. And so, scoring goals like he did at Aston Villa, just like Bossnass says right away, it adds 8 million, 10 million to your transfer fee. It just does. Like that's how this media works. Everyone gets excited, and yeah, absolutely. One thing I'd like to touch on, because me and Matty fell out after the game massively.
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 Massive fallout.
I said it was ridiculous. Fark brought on a second striker. I thought it was so stupid. And Matty's like, but Nebechi scored. And I was like, yes, this is a parallel argument. Matty, I wasn't talking about Nebechi being on the pitch. I was about 2 strikers. Nebechi scoring was nothing to do with 2 strikers being on the pitch. It was a completely different argument. You talk about a hypothetical. Actually, if Nebechi wasn't on the pitch, maybe DCL wouldn't have been in position. He would have headed it in the goal. So maybe he would have been better off. Nebechi still missed. It's hypothetical. Oh, he had scored. He didn't score either. So, but it's again, he had to be on the pitch to score, but he could have come for DCL. What we did, right? When you bring 2 strikers on. What you got to do, because the only point of having 2 strikers on the pitch is if they both play as strikers, right? Is that fair? That's pretty.
You
fair,
let it all out, AG. Let it all out.
I don't feel like he's speaking to me in layman's terms.
Just let it all out.
I'll slow it down for the dunce in the middle.
Tell us what you really think.
Right, if there's 2 strikers on the pitch, one player strikers. All we did was brought 2 strikers on, and one of them had to track a fullback for the rest of the game. There's no point in that. That makes no sense to me. Bring Dan James on. Can still track a fullback, but can carry it forward. The Metro tracking back on Dinya or whoever was playing Matson makes no. There's no buts.
No, I'm a big Dan James fan. I think you could have brought him on instead, right? But Metcha is confident, is in form. So I'm looking at it from another side, mate, of Farke being brave, Farke trying to go get that second goal, because ultimately you could see a goal coming for Villa in some form. I like the sub. He's a form striker, is Metcha, and he deserves to be getting minutes, and he deserves to come on and try and get that second goal, which he almost did, pal. That's what I am.
No,
and he should have done, by the way. If he heads that ball back where it comes from on that angle, it's a goal.
And we're not having this conversation, AG, then, are we?
No, but 100%. But what I'm saying is that I'm talking about 2 strikers being on the pitch, not Nemecha being on the pitch. Again, we're having to cross terms here, because it's not about Nemecha being on the pitch. It's about 2 strikers being on the pitch for me. That's the problem here. That's what made no sense, because all you end up with is 1 striker tracking a fullback for the rest of the game, and you end up with 1 striker up front, but a striker defending. That's what makes. And it's again, we'll bring 2 strikers and it's attacking. It's too simplified, and it makes no sense to me.
All right, fine. All right, before you go, Mike, 'cause I know you wanted to say that's all right. Maybe you just didn't want to give them the opportunity for a slow build up or whatever it is. Whatever he thought with the 2 striker thing. I've just got a question for you though, for all the viewers that tuned in last week. Just wondered how Zidane got on, pal.
Now look, this is unfair. You know what I said.
For context, Bossnass, what do you mean by that for anyone who didn't watch last week?
Oh yeah, go on. Please add the context, please.
Just that. What's his name? Morgan. What's his name?
Morgan Rogers Zidane.
Morgan Rogers Zidane. Yeah. Shades of Zidane apparently. So I just want.
For context, for those tuning in and thinking I'm a crazy fool, I am. But in this instance, what I said was sometimes when Rogers, as a tall guy, and the way he drifts past players, there's glimpses of the shades of Zidane and then Bossnass just tore me.
Apparently, I were crazy for wanting Metchin on. But anyways, boys. So obviously,
I thought you got away with that, didn't you?
The Villa equaliser, boys, was like a dagger through the heart. Although I've seen a lot of people kick off. We had a members group kick off, didn't they? And league group, he were absolutely fuming. But I've seen a lot of wild takes as well online. They've been happy with a draw. Means we're mediocre fans and stuff. And I kind of looked at it. Maybe it is a little bit bad of me to sort of think when we went 1-0 up. I honestly, boys, was thinking they've got to score 2 now for me to be fucked off. You know what I mean? It sort of it gives us that advantage of I'd have been at buzzing with a draw. Yes, it's awful to drop points in that manner. We've done it so many times this season. Heartbreaking, yes, but I sort of kind of thought it would come in. I went out on piss as well on Stag Do, so I was in good spirits anyway, boys. So it didn't drag me down like if I'd have been at the stadium. But the goal was so fortunate for them. How lucky have you got to be? I mean, it literally skims Calvert-Lewin's head. He couldn't have jumped any higher. It goes in the one place by sticking out a knee. The only place it could have gone. That was one of the most fortunate, fluky, lucky goals I've seen in a long time, boys. How did you feel when it went in? Were you devastated, or were you a bit like me, like, right, okay?
Yeah, it felt like it was coming for a while, didn't it?
Yeah.
The thing is, as well, Tammy Abraham is that guy, and Tammy Abraham is that guy. Like, he should be a starting striker in the Premier League, surely to God.
Yeah,
like he's dangerous, man. He's that guy who's in the right place at the right time permanently, pretty much. Even when we was in the Championship and he was like giving us an hard time in that, he's always just been one of those strikers. And you talk about strikers with clinicality. Tammy Abraham's right up there for me when it comes to clinical. You don't want a chance to drop to him. You do not want a chance to drop to him. So kind of felt like it was coming. But you take a point at Villa, don't you? Do you know what kind of not does made him, but it feels almost unfair. Do you know like how good we've been for a promoted team, how good we've been this season? There was that one patch, wasn't there, where we went through a tough period and it did feel like the wheels were falling off for a little bit. But aside from that, it feels like we've been right there. We haven't lost many games. We've been in loads of games. We could have took more points if we'd just taken a chance here and there. It feels like we've been right at it. Are you
offended? Offended you're only 6 points clear of relegation?
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. It feels like our football has been deserving of so much more of a substantial gap. Feels like we played mid-table football all season. Yeah. And that might just be me, but it feels like we played mid-table standard football all season.
We have. I mean, that whole XG table and all that, we should be a lot higher than where we are. And in terms of, if you just keep maybe half of those points or a third of those points we've lost from winning positions, you have a couple of those losses, bit of draws, like away at Newcastle, they had to score 2 goals to beat us going into 90th minute. If you get a couple there, a couple more points, 5, 6, 7 points, you are pushing top 10, aren't you? We've still Wolves and Burnley and Sunderland and that to play at home. So, I mean, if we'd have just taken a few points and held on in some of these key moments, boys, we'd have been honestly looking at a Wembley trip, maybe quarter-final at least at FA Cup and a top 10 finish, which who knows? I'm not ruling out that still being on. We'll see how we go tomorrow night, but things are looking really good. And you are right. He is right, AG, in what he's saying there. 6 points. We're still in the conversation of relegation, although I feel like we're sort of coming out of it a little bit. Talking a lot about Tottenham and Forest, but when you look at the table, AG, we're still in the thick of it. We still, I think we need to be maybe 9 points clear to maybe feel a little bit of breathing space. We're still a little bit worried, but we shouldn't be, should we? Because we've been brilliant this season.
No one will watch us and think that's the side that's going to go down. The side likely to go down. The side every time we play. I always think in the week, like there's always a thought back of my mind goes, maybe this game's a step too far. Maybe this game's a step too far. Maybe this one we're going to lose 3-0 randomly against Brentford or whoever. But actually, no. Every game we're right in it, and I think that's the unfair element. Is I think we've stuffed away at Arsenal, but otherwise, like we've won one game all away from home all season. One. Like it's really poor, but we haven't been we've been in every game other than Arsenal. I think it's fair to say, and we've won one. That's the unfair element. I mean, at home, our home form sees us out of all the home form, we're 12th in the league, but actually we're only 3 points off just for home form off 6th, and a couple of teams played more games. We'd be in the top 10 home form wise. The away form, we've been in games, we've won one game, and that was the problem with Villa. That's what was annoying about Villa as well. Is the fact it was the same as we've seen, and there was a real inevitability. The way we played that second half, the way they played that second half, they wouldn't score. But they're a good side. Whether we could do much about that. Just leave out there. Whether we could do much about that is nothing altogether. Because they are a good side, and I think Fark, if he's really honest, will point at the bench and go, I haven't got the players I want on that bench to make the change I want to make, and rest the players and make so. And I think he'd be very fair in saying that and he's shown that. I know he has his favourites, but there's a lot of profiles on that bench that don't match the way we want to play at the moment.
Yeah, I agree with that, unfortunately. The bench would be nice. And we look at the bench, don't we, as fans? And especially beginning of the season, we're probably quite happy with 4 or 5 of them to come on every game. As a fan, we are. Your Tanakas, your Nontos, your James, even your Pido at some point this season, early on, probably. We were like, oh, yeah, it's a good bench. It doesn't really look like he trusts more than 2 or 3 of them, does it, really? Which is a bit of a shame. No. A couple of shout-outs to do. Bill, as always, gifted a membership. I think went to maybe Top Banana tonight. But yeah, thanks so much for for gifting that bill. And Richard Woodthorpe has been one of my first ever subscribers, been here from day dot, new member. So really appreciate that, Richard. Really do, mate. Get in his WhatsApp group if you want, pal. Give me a message after. But yeah, let me just get into the message from Smarty earlier. I don't know if he'll stick around for full thing, so I'll read this out now because I wanted to know. What are your boys' thoughts on the Biol versus Rodon argument? Many asking for Biol to start over Rodon. Curious to get your opinions on it. I'll give that to you, boys, because I've heard this. I've seen a lot of people talking about it, but I don't think there's an argument there. I mean, the whole James Justin, how good, like I said earlier, how good he is, he sort of feels like he should be in the side. But I do think Rodon is one of those who's a definite every game. You cannot take Rodon out because there's a severe lack of pace in a Biol, in a Strout for me as well. And I think he gives you that recovery pace. And I think he's been probably one of our most outstanding, sets the standards sort of since he come in the club and don't really drop below it. Would you argue that there's no argument for that, Bossnass?
I mean, I didn't even know this was a conversation. I didn't know this was a topic. I think
your fans in chats, it has been on a lot of channels, mate.
Has it? Because for me, if both of them are fit, both of them start without question.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I don't understand that. They are our two. But over Stroke, they are our two best defenders for me. I don't know if anyone disagrees, but them two. I mean, you've got Liverpool looking at Biol, and do you know? I'll say this now. And this will not go down well. If they come in 40 million for Biol, I'd sell him.
Of course.
I think you've got to at this point where we are, yeah, and back the team, AG, the club to get someone else.
There's 2, 3, 4 more Biols sat in Syria right now, which you could pick up for 13 to 15 million.
Imagine you get rid of him and you go out and get that. What's that lad from? Doki. Imagine you go get Doki on a free and you've pocketed 40 for.
Yeah. So I don't know how long we'll see Biol around, but for me, them two them two for me are our best two defenders, best two.
I think the problem is I think he wants because we go into this 4 at the back when we are attacking. And he likes James Justin backing up Bogles. James Justin gets forward in that 4 in the back when we're on the ball, and he gets up and down. James Justin is very good, but defensive, like Man City. I mean, Biol is probably our best central centre back in a 3. But I don't. But if you're starting Justin, I still think Rodon should play because of his pace. So if it's between the two, if that's the choice, which isn't the choice, as you just said, you should just start both of them. If that is a choice of starting middle centre back, Rodon gets in the team for me. Just because he's so quick and the offside different. I think Biol is the best box defender we have. But then Strout's a bit like on the left there is a bit like he's the one that shouldn't really be in the team then probably. But you can't. I mean, Biol and Rodon are our two best centre backs. I'd be amazed, by the way, if Liverpool want Biol. I find that absolutely incredible. They leave one-on-one defending. They leave 2 centre backs against 1 or 2 strikers. They play one-on-one all the time. Biol hasn't got the pace to do that in the back 4. For me, I think he would be. I think he wouldn't be very good there, to be honest. I'd be amazed if they wanted him. The system they play, I think he's very, very good, but the system they play doesn't match it at all.
Love a Biol v Rodon is horses for courses. Question. Yeah, I genuinely think they both start with Strouk, and I think you probably find James Justin may play in a game where you have an injury or a suspension. Because let's be fair, between Strouk, Rodon, Biol, there's 5 positions, Goodmanson, and obviously Bogle can fill in. So there's going to be something there.
I told you that was coming. Cheers, Sam. I appreciate that, mate.
What have I missed? Oh, I'm miles off, I'm like, sell Biol, what an idiot. So, mate, we don't want to sell him. He just said he's his best defender. We just say
far right though. Jesus,
if a 40 million bid came in its summer, Leeds United would probably sell Biol. I think we'd have to suggest that.
I'll tell you what.
Tell us it's your first time here without telling us it's your first time here.
I'll tell you what. Player trading for a team that wants to climb the table is crucial. It's crucial. You have to sell. Every player has a value in our squad. Every single player. Now it doesn't mean you should sell Anthony for anything less than 50 million, for example, but every player has a value. They just do.
Yeah, 100%.
They have to.
Both class acts, as you say, Mark. Yeah. Right then. So the Onion's just joined in. He's here a little bit earlier than we thought, boys. He's a little bit earlier than what we thought. So it's thrown me a little bit because he's got me running order out. But we'll get him in for a quiz. Right, it's 90 likes, 209 people in the building. Thanks so much for being here. Please smash us a like on the video. Shall we bring him in? And shall we let him join in for...
I don't think there's enough onions in the chat yet, Matty. You gotta
Bang
get
some
those
more
onions in
onions
the
in.
chat, yeah.
Do we bring him in for Mr. Dorigo's toes, just so we can?
I want to see, right? Because you've had enough weeks practice now, right? I want to give yourself take a couple of deep breaths, right?
Try and nail this. Try and nail it.
See,
Remember,
yeah.
I can't help where Priestley comes onto the screen. If I get it to the point where all I've got to do is swap us over, I've done well, and I can't help that till it comes back. But I normally absolutely balls it all up. Right, I'm gonna get some onion emoji in that chat. I can see them flooding in now. Yeah, right. Let's get ready to bring in the onion. Right, let's see if I can get this right. I never get this right, but let's give it a go. Right, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Oh,
I had it all there as well. One sec.
Is he the only one that can hear this song playing?
no, everyone
I can
else
hear
can,
it.
Priestley, just not you.
It's the onion layers never thin. Over positive through thick and thin. Quest master brains, let the madness begin. Can we defeat his ladder? Spam onions in the chat. Spam.
Hey up, Mr. Onion, Mr. Priestley. How you doing?
I'll have to go back and watch that. I can't hear it when I do play it.
How you doing, mate?
Good. A little bit tired, but
How was Scream
Friday.
7? How was Scream 7?
ridiculously silly as always.
Good.
Very similar to the previous 6, I'm guessing.
Yeah. You know,
I've heard
you know what it's like. Ghostface, stabbing,
Yeah.
the usual shtick.
And that's just you want back row. Right then, anyway. So I'm going to let you join in today, mate, in our little fun segment that you know quite well, like everybody does. This week, a little bit of a surprise for you. Here we go.
On a Friday night, who goes between my toes?
Who the hell goes in between Tony Dorigo's toes?
So each week, I put an ex-Leeds United player in between either Tony Dorigo's toes or Matt Eve's teeth. And all of a sudden, Tony Dorigo's toes is just standing out a little bit more to me, boys, especially with meeting the legend on Wednesday night.
We need a video message
What a
from
fantastic-
Matty.
we do. That is on the cards hopefully one day. So this week, who goes between Tony Dorigo's toes, boys? Who is
You
that?
don't-
It's
can't
big.
see
That's
it.
the biggest one I've ever done. That is the
Can't
biggest
see it.
one I've ever done.
Can't see
I
it.
can't
It's
see
off screen.
shit.
Well,
It's off screen.
it's not off screen.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, you're
You can
right.
see that. You can see that. You can see that.
Can I?
Yes.
I know that is.
Hold on. Don't say it yet then if you know. I'm going to read out some notes I've made, right? He was the very first signing made by Gary Monk after he took over as head coach in June 2016, arriving with big reputation as a top scorer in Sweden. He scored his one and only championship goal for Leeds in a memorable 2-0 away victory against Yorkshire rival Sheffield Wednesday in August 2016. And despite being Monk's first arrival, he later claimed he was actually a Massimo Cellino signing rather than the manager's choice, which contributed to a falling out of favour as the season progressed. What are we saying about
I like
this
his
then?
hair.
His hair's cool, isn't it?
I mean, the Onion's going to know this straight off.
The Onion's going to know. Of course he is, the Onion. Of course he is.
Well, I know it.
I only know it from the clues because I really can't see that.
I know it. Well,
Can't see what I put out there. Any idea, Bossnass?
Stop putting that abuse up from Sam. It's getting to my soul. Sam,
Well,
you know we can be
who's
friends,
throwing-
mate.
who's
We don't
throwing
have to
abuse
abuse each other.
Oh, so funny.
I actually don't know. He's Swedish, is he? Gary Monk's first signing.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just going to defer to the Onion rather than make myself look an idiot. In fact, why don't we go to AG? Who
Yeah, AG knows it.
Come on.
well. So I took a while. I think. Well, I thought I couldn't remember his name. I thought Antonson. Is that right?
Antonson? There you go, mate. Marcus Antonson is the
Did he
fella
Never
that
heard of him.
goes.
score one goal for us?
One goal, mate. One goal.
That's scandalous.
makes me a bad Leeds fan? I don't care. I'm just doing it for all the other people out there going, who the fuck is that? I have no idea who that guy is.
Yeah, it would actually decent. Priestley, same as me thinking as if it were only one goal, because I remembered him quite fondly. I actually really liked him.
Yeah, like you said, I remember him scoring big in Sweden, coming over here with a reputation and then just being shit.
He
How
won
many
shit
games
goals.
did
Well,
he
at
play?
Blackburn. He did well at
Yeah.
Blackburn.
Yeah.
16 games. That is so forgettable. Like Pavel Sabicki's more rememberable.
No, he's
You
not.
know,
mate.
that's the name that immediately sprang to my mind as well.
No, he's not.
Sabicki.
Yeah, that's what came into my head, but I didn't want to
Even though
say.
he's been done for match fixing.
Anyone get it in chat? Oh, of course he did.
I don't blame him if they didn't.
Mike got it. Oh, fuming. As if you got it, Mike. As if it were you. Antonson, Mark as well. Steve, Craig. Yeah, you see. Never heard of him, says Johnny. Antonson, Calmus. That's great. Tony Bower's elbow. Ian Hart's private parts. That might feature at some point. Ian Hart's private parts. Well then, that little segment. That's that one done. That was this week's. Who goes between Tony Dorigo's toes? I need to get that off the screen now. Right, the Priestley. Are you ready for this, mate? Are you ready for this
Always.
Quizmaster Priestley? Because I cannot wait to defeat you.
As the current reigning runner-up of the Members versus Legends Leeds United quiz.
I need to take this chat off, sorry. But before I take this chat off, I have to agree with you, Johnny the Frog. Bodo Glimt are an absolute pleasure to watch.
Oh, the class. They're fantastic. They are fantastic, man.
All right, let me take this chat off.
1 sec. 211 people, 107 likes. Get that like smashed for us, please. Evening, South Stanley. I hope you're doing well. Come on then, Onion. The Onion flying up tough questions. No doubt.
Oh, yeah, he don't want us to win. Well, AG don't want us to win, let's be right.
There's only two people here that don't want you to win. That's me and AG.
I know.
AG loves the content when we lose, doesn't he? You're sick,
I don't mind if I get the right answer. If you two get it, is quite funny.
It's always very funny when you get it wrong and someone gives you the right answer.
It is.
Can you imagine him being your phone a friend? Hey, could you imagine him being your phone a friend on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and you get to like fucking 250 grand and he's there laughing at end of phone thinking, I'm not going to give him right answer. It'll be hilarious.
May knows full well I wouldn't answer.
Yeah, you wouldn't. Yeah, you really wouldn't.
It just cuts to his house and the butler's there with the phone on a silver plate. It's one of those old-timey ones that you've got to pick up. Right, I'll start off with an easy one then.
Oh, good.
Who scored the winner against Man City in 2021?
Dallas.
Yeah.
Stuart Dallas.
Yeah, Stuart Dallas.
Oh, boys, hey, listen, let me take the easy ones. It's the only glory I get.
He's doing this now, and he's doing it where he's going to lead us down that garden path again.
Oh, it works every time though. It's perfect.
It really does.
Do you remember on Wednesday night when you were like after the first 3 rounds, it's like, oh, it's a piece of piss this. Well, easy, and then rounds 4 and 5 were rubbish. Right,
question
career
2.
path.
Oh, that is one.
Oh.
You should get this after the first 2, to be fair. Maybe even the first one. Started off at Charlton.
Lee Bowyer.
Leeds. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, do you know what? I was so close to saying that as well. Like getting there before.
Oh, easy so far. Little round of applause there.
He's up there. He's in my top 10 favourite players of all time as well. I've got to say it. He is.
Lee Bowyer.
Yeah.
You say Bowyer or Boyer?
Bowyer.
Bowyer.
Yeah.
How does the say it down in the posh south?
Just Lee.
Lee
Why-
Bowyer.
I just-
Lee, like you know, like
Lee.
he's known him for years.
I don't understand why I've never thought why would the W be silent?
I don't know. Just some people call him Boyer. I call him Boyer.
Yeah,
That's
but
lazy, though, isn't it?
BOW is bad. I don't know.
Oh, hold on,
Yeah.
right quickly. AG, do you shop at M&S, by the way? Is that a favourite?
Fucking Waitrose.
I do shop at M&S, yes, sometimes, yes.
Where do you do your full shop? Like, genuinely?
Well,
Big
usually Tesco's I'll do like 65%, 70%, and might get some top up at Marks Spencer's.
Yeah, I don't like the champagne.
What has this devolved into?
I don't know. I just wanted to know. I just really wanted to know.
I had you down as a Waitrose guy. I got to be honest.
Yeah.
There's no way. There's no Waitrose nearby.
But if there was, you would be, wouldn't you? If there was, you would be.
I lived in Barnet for a little while, and every night I used to go and buy the dinner every night, like a single dinner every night, like steak and stuff. That cost a lot of money.
Let me just shout this out, boys. Super chat from Fernando. Hello from Brazil. Proper Leeds fan. Buzzing for tomorrow. 1-0 Leeds. Shout out to Fernando Damasio, MOT. Fernando, what a legend. Hope you're okay over in Brazil. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks so much for commenting. Really appreciate that, buddy.
Wide reaching. I guess you could say that's Brazilian. But
I see.
anyway, I'll get me coat.
Class that. Get your coat, Priestley. Get your coat. Cheers, mate. Let's go, mate.
Odd one out, and as per Bossnass's rules, I will give you the reason why this person is the odd one out.
You need to.
Robbie Keane. Oh no, actually, ignore that. That's wrong. No,
That was the answer.
no, it wasn't the answer. It wasn't the answer, but I just realised that my research was wrong.
Come on.
So, Tony Dorigo,
Yeah.
Michael Bridges, Alan Smith, or Mark Viduka. And the reason they are the odd one out is they never scored a Premier League hat-trick for Leeds.
Right, it's not Yeboah because he's just literally pulled that one from the top of the dome when he said Robbie Keane. He had to switch it out.
Oh, look at that.
So he just pulled that one from the top of the dome. So what's the next three?
Bridges.
It was
Bridges,
Bridges
Viduka, or
has.
Smith.
Bridges and Viduka have.
I don't think
So-
Alan Smith ever scored a Premier League hat-trick.
No.
I'd say I'd go with Alan Smith, and we got the last one right. So,
Yeah, we did. Yeah, I think it was Smith.
Yeah.
It was
and if
Alan
you don't
Smith.
know the rules to the quiz, then
It's too late.
Yeah,
Where have you
Bossnass
been
as
all this time? Where have you been?
I
You can't get two wrong
I
in a
did
row.
originally put Robbie Keane, but I couldn't remember if he scored a Premier League hat-trick or not. I was literally writing this down while the trailers were on in cinema, so
Don't read the chat, Priestley. Can you remember who Yeboah scored a Premier League hat-trick against?
Wimbledon
What about Ipswich?
and Ipswich as well.
Ah, fair enough.
Here's one for you then. When Yeboah scored that hat-trick against Wimbledon, when we beat them 4-2, who scored the other goal?
is this an actual question or not?
No.
Okay.
Just friendly. No
Because
idea.
he brought up Yeboah hat-trick.
Gary McAllister.
Not far off. Carlton Palmer.
Callum Palmer. Go on.
And by not far off, I mean they were the same position, obviously.
Gary McAllister will be the answer to a question one day.
It might be tonight, who knows?
Who knows, mate? Who knows?
Oh.
Lovely Priest. Question number 3, 4.
Four.
Next.
Four.
Question 4.
Four.
Question
Go
number
boys.
4.
4.
Next week is the 54th anniversary of our 7-0 win at Elland Road that had everybody raving. Who was it against?
Do I look like I'm 60
Is
somewhere?
this multiple choice, Priestley?
I can give you multiple choice if you want.
I think it's got to be.
Have you seen it?
I'm still, everybody should know this. I've watched the video of this about 100 times.
I've got one in my head. Go on, read it. Go on, multiple choice.
Who's the one in your head?
I'm telling you. Multiple choice.
It's like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire when they ask you.
Right.
Yeah, 50-50.
Go on.
Okay. Chelsea,
That one in my head.
Leicester City,
Not in my head.
Southampton,
In my head.
or Nottingham Forest.
I had two in my head. I had Southampton and Charlton were the two I was thinking of. And Charlton didn't come out.
We got the last one right, didn't we?
Southampton,
So-
I think it was Southampton. That's the first thing I was thinking of because I'm sure I've seen it as well. I've watched it back on YouTube at some point. I think. I'd go
Go for
Southampton. Lock it in, Southampton.
Southampton's correct.
Come on, get in. I'm glad I didn't say it now. I'll have that. Get in.
Is this week the week?
Well, it
No,
always
yeah.
starts like this, doesn't it? Let's see what chat's saying. As if everyone's getting that. I bet some of them got in.
that is one of the most famous Leeds United matches ever.
Some of them must have commented as well before you'd give multiple choice to that. Yeah, a couple of minutes ago. Fair play.
We do have
Fair
some
play.
like genuine
Fair
Leeds
play.
historians, don't we? In this,
We have some genuine people in chat, Priestley, that if they were there on Wednesday night, we may have struggled to clean up as we did. Although then again, we could have had 5 of these on our table, mate. Couldn't we? To give us a
Yeah,
fair
yeah, and then that Burgundy fucker from table 13 wouldn't have been a dickhead.
exactly.
Oh, that's not Sam in the chat, is it? Sam, you're not the Burgundy guy, are you?
You're not the Burgundy guy, yeah.
No, his name was Jay, I think.
Yeah, if you're a new viewer, you can't know rules there. You just can't get two wrong. Can't get two wrong in a row. And if we do, it's game over. But we still go to question 10 to see if we would have won.
They have to get question 10 right to win.
And we've got a
Shall I just do
lifeline.
the rules now? Should we just do the
go on.
rules to make
Yeah.
it clear?
Go on, mate.
All right, this is the
Gamble.
ladder quiz. It's a 10-question quiz. You can't get 2 questions wrong. You have to get in a row. You can't get 2 questions wrong in a row. You have to get question 10 correct. And it's the Onion's job to make sure we do not succeed, or at least try to make us lose.
And that's also partly AG's job.
Yeah. Look at his face. I can see his face. You know, I don't-
Right, missing link. So you got Bogle, Okafor, Calvert-Lewin, Metcher, Blank, Metcher, Stack.
Right, boys. So it's goal. That's order.
It's
of goals.
working back goal scorers.
Right, go through them again. Oh,
So you got Bogle,
yeah.
Okafor,
Who did Okafor score against, boys?
He
Chelsea.
got a couple of tap-ins, didn't he? He got two. He got two in a row, didn't he?
Yeah. Chelsea. Then Metcher penalty Priestley next year.
So you got Bogle, Okafor,
Metcher.
Calvert-Lewin,
Yeah.
Metcher, Blank, Metcher, Stack.
So we got to just work the games backwards. Stack was the Villa
that's
game.
all it is. We should,
Stack
we
was
should
the
think
Villa.
of what the topic is. It's
Yeah.
Stack
Stack was the Villa game. Game before that was in the cup, wasn't it? Which was
Birmingham.
Metcher.
it is all competitions. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah. Metcher.
So the game before Birmingham was who can remember what fixture it was?
With
Premier
me.
League.
Chelsea.
Was it Chelsea?
Was it Chelsea?
Well, hang on. What?
Before
What was the fixture directly before Birmingham in the cup?
That was Chelsea, wasn't it? Yeah, Chelsea in midweek.
No, I don't think it was.
When did you play
Was it not
Forest?
Forest? Was it not Forest? No. Oh, I'm black, boys. I've actually lost it.
Hang on. What's Bogle Forest?
No, we don't need to do it that way. It's longer. We need to go backwards. So
Who
it
won
was
the Premier League
literally.
game before Birmingham?
What was the game before Birmingham? And once we know that, we can get it.
I'll say it's the last 7 goal scorers.
Yeah.
We know
Who's
that,
got
but
the last 7 goals.
we know that.
So
We could put-
you start at whichever point you need to get there.
Yeah, I get that, but we only scored one against. We only scored one against Villa. And then Birmingham in the
scored two
cup
against
was only
Chelsea.
one.
But that's what I'm saying. If he gives us the goal scorers, because goal scorers against Chelsea when the Metcher and Okafor,
He's already
right?
given us that, so there must have been another game after Chelsea. Who
So
won
there
a
was another game after
Chelsea?
Chelsea.
Must have been before Birmingham. There must
Was
have been.
they? Definitely.
What was that then?
Well, I went to both games. And
Arsenal.
I don't think they were same. I don't think they were in the same week.
Liverpool?
Oh,
No.
I'm blagged. I'm blagged,
Oh,
boys.
fuck.
But I don't mind. I've got a fucking YouTube channel. I do every
Rabbit.
game. I'm blagged.
Well, I can't remember what game was before the
Oh,
Birmingham
boys, we're
game.
gonna
It's
get it
doing my
wrong.
head in.
This is awful.
You might as well have a guess.
Oh, this is fucking wounding. What are you saying, boys?
I can't remember. I want to know what game was before Birmingham. It's doing my fucking head in.
I think Chelsea was before Birmingham. I
I'm
think
sure.
Chelsea,
I'm sure. At the
Chelsea
start,
Tuesday night. Chelsea was Tuesday night, and then Birmingham was weekend on Sunday. Breeze is laughing because he knows I'm David Webber.
Right. So
again.
who scored in the Chelsea game?
Okafor,
JP?
which were on the list.
Okafor and Metcher.
Metcher.
Metcher scored a penalty, and
I think
Okafor
it's
scored the second
Metcher.
goal.
We'll go Metcher. Lock in Metcher because it's taking ages. Just lock in Metcher.
Are you
Lucas
sure?
Metcher. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Lucas Metcher.
So AG was correct. It was the Chelsea game, but it was the second goal by Okafor.
Oh, for fuck's sake, man! How well blagged then?
That's why I was asking about the order of the players.
Because he said Okafor at the beginning though as well, but he must have scored
Bogle,
with
Okafor, and Calvert-Lewin were Forest. Metcher,
Yeah.
Okafor, Chelsea. Metcher,
Fuming.
Birmingham, Stack. Villa.
We do not work well as a team.
That question was actually jarring.
I'm fuming with that. I'm fuming. Who got that right? Loads of people saying Aronson. It was Chelsea game. Aronson, easy. Tanaka, no. Brendan, Mike. Honestly, Mike, fucking rain,
All
man.
we had to do was identify the Chelsea game, which I did, and then
You
go
did.
through the player list again, which you both refused to do, and we would have got the right answer.
No, I didn't. We identified Chelsea, and then Matty went, right, I've had enough of this. It's taking fucking ages. Metcher.
I've seen you say this a lot, Filmer cracking, and yeah, it's just not my bag. I've seen you do this on about 4 channels yesterday as well. A bit of a laugh out, but literally said this on my channel yesterday, and I've seen you type it on a few other channels. I don't really get your humour. It's not for me, buddy.
What's he going on about Britain's Got Talent for?
Yeah, I just don't get it. It's just random. I seen you put it in about 4 other channels yesterday.
We're
Weird. But
talking
yeah,
about LGBT and his name's Phil McCracken. That says a lot more about him, really.
Hey, honestly, that question's proper blag my head, mate. I'm fuming with that. That was such a basic. Well, AG, speak up, boy. Speak up. Come on, boy, be a man.
It could have been worse if that was to lose the quiz. That'd have been a total meltdown.
I'd have been fuming with that. To be fair, loads of people got it wrong in chat. Top banana.
But we've got to get the next one right. We've got to get the next one right. How do people remember fucking Sunderland Southampton 7-0? I can't remember 2 weeks.
But Bossnass, I'll tell you something. Once I'd figured out which route I was going to go down, I had to look back.
Fuming, mate.
I had to look back liliterally 2 weeks.
Fuming, absolutely fuming.
Right, okay then. So back to the
oh god, class.
Back to the quiz on Wednesday night.
Yeah, man.
Let's see if Matty were paying attention.
Oh god.
So there were 8 legends at the quiz. Which of the 8 legends made the most appearances for Leeds?
Well, it was Dallas. Grayson can't be up there.
Do you want me to give you the legends that were there?
Yeah.
So you had Dominic Matteo, Tony Dorigo, Noel Whelan, Ben Parker, Simon Grayson, Stuart Dallas, Nigel Martin, Johnny Howson.
So the only dodgy one,
Johnny Howson. Johnny Howson.
Oh, the only dodgy one for me is Nigel Martin, but it's got to be Tony Dorigo. It's got.
I don't know. I don't know that. I do not know that era.
It's got to be Tony Dorigo, boys. It's got to be. That's. I tell you what. If we get this wrong, it's shocking because we should.
No, if we get this wrong, I'm actually.
Right.
If we get this wrong, I'm actually falling out with you because you are flat trap bullying every question, going, "Oh, dickheads, it's this." No, it's obviously this. And the last one you got wrong.
Lads, I'll tell you something. On Wednesday night, we only had one rule. That was don't listen to Matty.
Priestley, can you tell me what's the difference in appearances between the answer we're looking for and the second place?
Right. I will give you the top 3 numbers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So number 3 is 225. Number 2 is 266. And number 1 is 273.
So it's not for fuck all in it between the top 2.
And I'll give you an extra bonus clue. It's not Tony Dorigo.
Thank God for that.
We needed that.
We needed that.
Well, I'd say it's Nigel Martin.
I just think you're disqualified from this quiz this week, man.
I think 1 week me and Matty should swap places.
Or is this a sign? Is this a sign, boys?
Did I not just say Johnny Howson?
Sign, yeah.
I said Johnny Howson.
I'm going to leave this to you, boys. I don't think Johnny Howson played more than Nigel Martin, though.
AG, can I trust you on this question with it not being question 10?
Yeah. You could trust me in the last one, but we got wrong.
I don't think it's Stuart Dallas did either, boys. I really don't. I know we had a fair few. I don't think Stuart Dallas played more than them. Injury-wise as well, surely it's Nigel Martin.
Was Tony
Howson was
Dorigo in the
around
top
for
3?
time. What?
Was Tony Dorigo in the top 3?
Yeah, he'll have been third, won't he, Priestley?
No, he's not in the top 3.
Fucking hell, man.
Wow.
What do you what would you be?
There about 4 seasons.
What were you inching towards, AJ?
Well, as soon as Nigel Martin came up, that.
Right, so I'm between Martin and Howson.
Priestley, you've done us here, haven't you, fucker?
Done us early as well, by the way.
I like how he says, Matt, I hope you're paying attention. This question never came out of the quiz, lads.
Yeah, no,
These were just people. They don't walk around with their appearances tattooed on the fucking forehead, lad. How was I supposed to know? They were just there. They were just people, mate. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah. Go on then. Are we going to lock in Nigel Martin? Because
We can't just sit here all night, can we? I suppose, but I'd like to.
I genuinely.
Are you locking in Nigel Martin?
I'm happy to lock in Nigel Martin because it was in the 2 that I was thinking of.
Locking in Nigel Martin.
Well, hang on. What's the top 3 answers? What's the numbers again?
So number 3 was 225. Number 2 is 266. And number 1 is 273.
Fuck off, man. How long was Stuart Dallas here?
The only thing I'll say about Nigel Martin is, as a goalie, you don't miss many games.
Exactly. Right, come on. We've got to lock it in, boys. Got to lock it in.
We're going
Lock-
out though.
Lock it in.
But I don't know why you
Martin.
look disappointed. You've got fucking Christmas
what
come
you
early for
locking
you.
in?
Nigel Martin, lock in.
Wrong, not this,
Nigel Martin, lock in.
Nigel Martin locking it in.
Yeah, locking it in.
So Johnny Howson played 225 games for Leeds.
Okay.
All right, out, boys.
Nigel Martin
Oh my
Oh,
played 273 and is the
Get him,
correct
right.
answer.
Get him, boys.
Get
Get
in.
him. You fucker.
Oh, I love this.
Who played second? Who played second most?
Dallas.
Really? Wow.
Wow. So annoying. At one stage, Bossnass asked Priestley a question. Who's third? No,
Michael
you
Wrong.
said was Dorigo in top three, and Mate went, yeah, definitely is. It's like he wasn't even asking you. You still went out of the way to get it wrong.
Honestly, Dorigo was only there for about 4 or 5 seasons.
Fuck's sake. He's my guy, though, isn't he? Dorigo's my guy.
He is now. You've got some out of him.
He's my guy, lad. He's my guy.
He's got a good voice.
Don't ask me about Tony Dorigo. I mean, he's in my bad books.
I want on Wednesday, boy. I want on Wednesday. I've got a lot going on, all right. Useless at this quiz. Got a lot going on, Richard. Go on then, Mr. Priestley. What question is this?
Question number 7.
Oof, 7. That last and 6, and this is 7. 6, 7, 6, 7.
Oh my God, I'm off the bed.
Oh,
Right, end of stream. Fuck
Yeah, that's your
Mate.
YouTube done.
I've got 2 6-year-olds that have been doing it all day, so yeah, it is what it is.
Bossnass is gone.
Always go the goalkeeper. 6, 7, 6, 7. Oh God, love Bossnass. Makes me laugh, says June.
Which player has the most hat tricks for Leeds United?
but that's got to be multiple choice, surely.
Really? You want multiple choice? You know.
Right, hold on.
I can tell you that the number of hat tricks this player has scored is 11.
Oh, so
Fucking
many.
hell.
There's so many.
Someone
That's
from
not even.
someone from
recent.
decades ago. That surely that I ain't gonna say it until he's go on.
That feels like Reviera, that.
Feels like before. Go on, Priestley.
I love how Matty goes, I've got an idea, but I'm not going to say it until you give me multiple choice. And they go, that's what I was thinking of. Okay, multiple choice. Peter Lorimer, Alan Clark, John Charles, or Mark Viduka.
Sniffer.
No,
It's gotta
I
be-
think Lorimer. I think Lorimer.
No, he wouldn't have done it first. Surely.
Sniffer.
I think Clark. He's done it first,
That's in his
I'm saying.
name, isn't it? Clark, sniffing goals. He's just always about it. He's like rash around the
Yeah,
goal.
Clark.
But
Clark.
listen, again, I know nothing, Jon Snow.
It's a toughie that. Right,
It's
I'm
Clark.
gonna go with you two
No.
boys.
No. Talk it out, lads. We ain't got this. Oh, we got the last one right. Yeah, lock it in,
Yeah.
Sniffer.
Lock it in,
Clark.
Sniffer.
Lock it in.
Are you sure?
No.
No, but yeah,
So we're doing
lock it in. Tell you it's Lorimer, boys.
John Charles.
Oh, you know, worst thing as well, boys, right? Genuinely, before it came out, I said, didn't you, before Revy, as he was saying it, I thought John Charles, and the way he said the answer, John Charles, were like he just, John Charles. So I didn't think it was that because the way he said the answer.
Clever, isn't he? He's clever.
Genuinely, John Charles is what I was thinking.
Honestly, it's not just
John
question,
Charles.
it's psychological
Fuck it.
warfare. Like the
No,
way he does it is very
that
clever.
was awful how you delivered that, Priest, because you knew you did
Awful.
that. You were like, oh, John Charles. Just like, you're a knobhead. That was...
Yeah, well, I didn't want to.
Yeah.
I didn't want to just read out John Charles and give you an answer.
No, well,
No
Just-
fucking charity here, mate.
fuck's sake, man.
Right, so
Oh, that's
Charity
question
begins
9
at
out
home.
of 10.
It fucking does in this home.
Question 9
Your
out of 10.
TV, you're right, yeah.
Yeah. I've not put that up yet. It's gonna be great. It's gonna look great, is that?
This is sudden death now. 9 and 10 are must gets.
That's fine.
There
It's when we
would
get-
be, but this is question 8.
Potato.
What, Sean Ely, is that you? So I asked earlier who got the winner against Man City last time when we beat them 2-1.
Who was the assist?
Well, Matty should know who got the assist for the second goal.
For what? For
Dallas's winner.
Yeah, I do.
Alioski got
Yeah.
the assist.
Yeah, but what I want to know is who got the assist for his first goal.
In that game,
in that game.
Wasn't it a sort of like in the penalty box scramble, that goal, where he just hit it into roof at net?
No, it's one went in off the post. He scored from outside the box. He cut in. I feel like
Honestly, you said roof at net. It couldn't have been any further away from the roof of the net.
I'm thinking it wrong goal. Was it not Cooper who assisted the one later of the post?
it could be. It could be.
Would you like multiple choice?
Not that I'll give you fucking two answers, no.
And maybe one player that doesn't play in that game or something.
Maybe can you give us multiple choice? But can we have 3 Coventry players in the 4, please? Go on, Priestley. Fuck's sake.
Okay, multiple choice.
Oh, brutal this.
Alioski, Bamford, Rafinha, or Phillips.
See now.
See, I've got a name in there that was bouncing around my head.
No idea.
What was it?
Paddy.
No idea.
See, Bamford came to me, but we just did Alan Clark. We fucked it. So
Yeah, we did. Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe we fucked it.
I don't think it's Rafinha. I don't think it's Alioski. I don't think he assisted 2 goals. Or did he?
Nah.
No. But when you say no, it's usually yes.
I will say, like, this is just a name popping around my head. But on the other side of that, I have had that a couple of times, and I've been close. I
think Bamford. I think it's all we got. I think you're right. I think that's what came to my mind when he gave him.
Right, Priestley, we're locking it in. Paddy Bamford. Yep.
Correct.
Get in, boys. Well played. Well played. And back to the day to get one wrong. Well, that question 8, that, yeah?
Yeah.
Get in, boys. Well played, boys. Well played.
He made question 10.
Oh, here we go. Don't listen to him now. Just fucking turn him off. Can you turn him off?
So this is question 9, and this will be easy depending on whether you've seen it or not. Right. Billy Bremner is captain Leeds more times than any other player. Who is second on the list?
Fucking hell.
Eddie Gray.
This has been doing the rounds the last couple of days because Ampadu's just got into the top 20.
It's not Eddie Gray, mate. It's not Eddie Gray. So who's captained them second on the list? Can we get how many times? I think he captained them.
Johnny Howson.
222 times.
So that's the top.
No. Bremner was, I think, 440 something.
Right, and then
number 2 is 222.
This might sound wild because it's that recency thing, but I honestly think Liam Cooper were there 10 years or 9 years, 10 years.
That's the point.
Liam Cooper captain Leeds for fucking
They're
time.
They're saying in that.
I'll back you on that.
I can't think of anyone. You've got like Radaby, but I genuinely think Cooper.
Again, don't listen. AJ, there's no point in talking, mate. Me and Matty will take it from here.
And boys, think of how many games you play in Championship games as well. 40-odd games a season. He's done 200 odd. It's Coops.
No, honestly, I'm only joking there, AJ, but please be on our team.
Right, boys. Look at him. AJ, are we locking in?
What are you thinking, AJ?
Come on, Butler, speak for him. No.
So
he's not going to know. He's chucked his toys out because
I'm out.
I'm out. We're locking in Liam Cooper, boys. We are.
I can't think of somebody else who potentially would get anywhere close to it. But you're right. Nearly 40 games a season. He was there for League One, Championship, all that stuff. A couple of Premier League seasons. Liam Cooper, I think, go for it. I think we've got to win. I think you know it, don't you? Onion.
Liam Cooper, Onion. Come on, Onion. Come on.
Liam Cooper was 3rd on the list.
This is question 9. We're fine.
With 221.
Oh, what?
Number 2 with 222 was Trevor Cherry.
Oh,
yes.
What, my fucking Cherry. Oh, for fuck's sake.
That
was question 9, right?
Yeah, that's question
10. Yeah, fine. We're through
question 10 now.
anyway.
We're still in it.
Yeah.
Let me just have a look at chat. Did anyone get that?
How hard is it to keep track of what question you're on?
You don't know how stressful
Trevor
this is.
Cherry, Coops. I thought Coops. Radaby, Strachan, Coops, Charlton, Mike Cooper is human. Cherry, well done, Fraser, man. A few Trevor Cherries in there. Leon Dale, well played. Oh
no, we're not.
Fair enough.
We have lost, haven't we? We have lost.
No, we haven't. We're on question 10 now.
Yeah, of course we got the question before this wrong as well, didn't we?
No,
we didn't.
Right.
Come on, let's see. We're still in it.
Oh God. Right then. Question number 10. Come
So
on,
I'll
let's
ask this
defeat the
question,
ladder.
And I will allow you a swap.
Oh, good.
Right.
This means it's absolutely ridiculous.
Bureau again, ole, ole.
Right. Which player made the most starts for Leeds United without scoring?
This is a
What do
multiple
you mean
choice.
out of the like 897 players we've had or something like that? You want us to pick one out of the bag, dear?
Yeah, but I mean, if you really think about it, you can narrow
Is
it
this
down to about
outfield
four.
players or goalkeepers?
Oh, I
Outfield
love that
players
question
only.
from you. I love that question from you, AJ.
What was the question, sorry?
Is it only outfield players?
No, it's all players, goalkeepers included.
Could it be Paul Robinson, boys?
No, it's gonna. Is it Lukic?
Oh, Lukic scored, did he? Could it be Lukic? Hold on, boys. He scored, didn't he, Lukic? He got a goal, didn't he?
Oh no, we're going for goalless. I didn't know. I forgot he scored.
Did Lukic score? No.
question-
Who
the question
played
is
the most games for Leeds before they scored the first goal? So the person
That's
scored
not.
a goal.
That's not the question I asked.
Fuck you, I'm miles away.
That's not
Go
the
on, boys.
question I asked.
Go on, go on, give us a question again.
I read the question like you've debated for a minute, and Matty's just made up an entirely new question.
Oh, mate, I've got
The
a lot going
question I
on.
asked was-
Say this.
Which player made the most starts for Leeds without scoring?
Oh, so they never scored for Leeds.
Fucking hallelujah, Jesus Christ!
Well, I only know
Jesus.
I only know of one player, but he's an older player who didn't score for Leeds United and played a lot of games. I think he played a lot of games with Sprake.
Can we listen? Can you do
I'm
us
sure
a real
he didn't
favour?
score for Leeds. Sure, he didn't score for
Matty, I just want to ask. I want to ask Priestley a real favour because I think you're very appreciative that Mike gave you that TV for nothing. And with us all being Mike's friends, would it be nice if we could hear the second question and then decide if we can swap?
Absolutely not.
I tried to work a real angle there, boys.
Can you think of any players that's played a lot of games and not scored?
Bossnass, I appreciate you asking, but no, because
I don't appreciate it at all.
No, because I might use that question next week.
There's something that makes you go to sleep very easy on a Friday night, and that's me not getting a win on this quiz, and I know it.
Oh, like a baby. I usually wake up at 4 o'clock and shit myself.
All I can't tell you is I don't know how many games Sprake played for Leeds, but I'm 100% certain I've heard trivia somewhere down the line where Gary Sprake never scored for Leeds United.
Right,
He's a
I don't know how many
goalkeeper, you
games
would
he played.
expect him to score.
No, well, I know, but I don't know how many games he played because I know
Well-
Robinson scored for Leeds. Do you get what I mean?
What percentage confidence level are you at? Because we can swap this question out.
I'm sort of thinking because it's a goalkeeper that leans into us not think. If we wouldn't have asked about him in an outfield player, we'd have never asked. You got what I mean? He may have just thought we'd have just said an outfield player. So I kind of will lean into a goalkeeper, thinking about goalkeepers. I'm like, well, Robinson scored. What's you on about
Let's swap
Lukic?
it. Let's swap it.
I
Let's
think
swap
it's
it.
Sprake, but
Is this person? Can I just ask this question, which would be nice if you answered it, Priestley? Is this person at number 1 miles ahead of number 2? Or is there a couple? Is there a fucking Rizzler paper in it, and you're being a knob?
Oh, I mean, I've always been a knob. And the honest answer, I don't know. I can't remember what number 2 was.
because obviously I think Nigel Martin played shitloads of games for Leeds. Did he play more than Sprake? Because Martin didn't score for Leeds. You know what I mean? That's why I'm a bit torn. I just aren't sure on appearances.
Oh, I
Let's
just
swap
think
it.
if you're
Let's
not
swap
sure,
it.
we swap it.
I know Sprake was one of the keepers who played a lot of games that didn't score for Leeds.
This
Robinson
is the
scored
thing.
for Leeds.
This is the thing. But this is exactly what will happen for here. If we swap it, we'll probably get the swapped question wrong, and Sprake will be right.
Well, just
If
for
we-
shits and gigs, do we go with that, Bossnass?
But if we say Sprake, it'll just be wrong. It'll be quiz over.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave it to AG. Let him.
I ain't confident enough with Sprake at all. I'm really not.
Oh,
Swap
swap it
it.
then. That's
Swap it.
easy.
Swap it. Swap
One
it.
last to swap
Swapping
it.
it.
Swap
Yeah.
it. Don't tell us answer to that yet.
Okay.
See how we get on.
Right then. This. So this is your swap question.
Did you just make an involuntary noise? At the,
I did, yeah. I stumble over my words sometimes. Your swap question. Who scored more goals for Leeds United? Billy Bremner or Johnny Giles?
Oh, I love that. We've got a 50% chance we're keeping this one. Well, we do. We've got, boys, we have got
like to know the
50%.
numbers?
50% chance of winning just on the fluke. I'm buzzing with it.
Yeah, go on. Numbers.
So it's 115 to 114.
Don't care. 50% chance.
I would
AJ.
think
This is going to be funny because it's a 50% chance, but you won't all agree. I love
boys,
it.
I thought Johnny Giles.
Hang on. It's how many? So what? What's the numbers?
One scored 115 and one scored 114.
How can you possibly say you think it's certainly one of them?
I don't think it's anything. I just want to say it. That's what I think the answer is. Yeah, but yeah, I have no idea.
I remember that last goal that he scored to tip him over the edge.
But what we normally go with when it's something like this is whatever I say, we go the opposite. So I'm expecting you to say no. But yeah, honestly, there's no rhyme or reason to this, boy. So
I'll tell you what. Let's let Bossnass, I can't say his name, have the final answer. Done.
Right, you have the final answer.
What's the options again? Can you put Priestley full screen for me, please?
No, I don't know how to do it.
Why do you want to look into my eyes as I say it?
Oh yeah, I want to fucking yeah. Here we go.
Oh God, what a horrible sight!
Right.
I can't see anyone now.
Can you say the question? No, look into the screen while you're doing it.
This has just got weird. Right, which player scored more goals for Leeds United? Was it Billy Bremner or Johnny Giles?
Those two again?
No.
No. All right.
It's like an eye test, 1 and 2.
Oh.
Go on. Let's
You're
have it.
saying Giles. I think on vibes, King Billy.
Billy got less, scored less.
No, scored more. The answer is who scored more, right?
Yeah. Who scored more goals for Leeds United?
Right. Okay.
I'm gonna go with Billy.
Oh, I thought Giles, but yeah. Right. Oh my God.
No, stop. I'm sweating.
Right, hold on. Before you tell us the answer to this one, what was the answer to the last question?
What was the answer to the last question? Who made the most starts without a goal for Leeds United?
Yeah.
508 starts for Gary Sprake.
Oh my fucking God. Oh my fucking God.
Nah,
Would have already won the quiz, boys.
Oh, let's go on. Lock in your.
No, look at him. He's buzzing. You're a sick animal. You are a sick human being.
Lock the wrong answer now. Come on. Let's get
Billy
boys, man.
Stop. Billy Bremner, lock it in, please.
Billy Bremner.
You're locking in Billy Bremner. The correct answer is Billy Bremner.
Yeah! I'm dying. Yes! Oh,
Lads,
God.
back. I'll be 2 minutes. Be 2 minutes.
No worries, mate. Oh, fucking hell. I'd have died. You almost called it, Bossnass. You almost called what was going to happen. Oh, Jesus Christ. We got it. I can't believe Gary Sprake were right as well.
My heart is racing. I might pass out on the sofa.
Oh, my word. Oh,
wow.
I just can't get off that.
That's all time. That is the all time. That is an all time quiz.
That were a good in that, mate. That were class. Honestly, comments, I'm too far behind everyone. It literally is just a pure 50-50 with this. Loads of Sprakes as well. Sprake. Well done, everyone that said Sprake. Well done, everyone that said Billy. Good job you didn't go with me then, Paul.
Oh, mate.
Oh, the Onion. He likes to taste the victory. Not today. The Onion is defeated. Tickle those likes for the lads and the Onion. Thanks so much, Top Banana. I hope you all enjoyed that. That was a little bit too much for me. I nearly, nearly passed out then. Nearly did me. Priestley. Cracking quiz, mate. Cracking quiz.
That was sorry, mate. Sorry to get overexcited at the end there. I'd been waiting a long time for that.
No, I was expecting shirt off and round head and everything.
I hope I hope everyone enjoyed that watching as well. It's just a bit of fun. We like to do this this quiz every week.
Now that you've won it, I'm gonna have to up my game a little bit, I think.
AG gone for a lie down. AG cannot stand you winning. He's run out. That's it. Smash the ladder, boys. We did
AG's gone to lay down on the Sunlan.
Can we get
big plants?
Yeah, man. Can we get a welfare check on AG's dog when he comes back?
Oh god.
AG's not an Huddersfield fan, is he?
Oh.
It is now. No, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the Onion is a seagull chasing a sardine. Yeah, I had a really good idea as well. Me and we're gonna have to work on it. Bossnass and AG. I spoke to AG about earlier on a voice note. Thinking about in the summer. In the summer, wait till we get this that way. A little bit low key. Let's just. How about our own version, Late Night Leeds, of the chase? And you've got to chase. No, and guess who's the chaser? The fucking Onion, the beast, Mark Lebec over here. How good will that be? We're gonna do a chase.
We should do like a whole series on different quizzes. Can you just pull up Steve Brown 8019's thing though, just to make Priestley sweat even extra?
This one.
Not according to what I've seen. I get it all off LUFC data. So
Steve Brown, what have you seen? What have you seen? That's what I want to know. Endless summer. AG gone to sack his butler in rage. Yeah, that was brilliant. The Onion is a funny guy. He's ruthless. Tony is a legend. He's our Priestley. Absolute legend. And his back is AG. Gravestone and Bremner and Giles both scored 115, but Giles did it in less games. Bremner 772, Giles 527.
There's controversy. I'm still taking the win. Don't care.
Yeah. Take the win.
We got Sprake right anyway.
I got it off a reliable source. So if I'm wrong, they're wrong.
This always happens, mate. With the quizzes, it's good.
Can we get a welfare check on your dog?
If I have got it wrong, if I've genuinely got it wrong, you still win it anyway because I'll give you Sprake. So
exactly, we still win anyway, boys. We still win anyway. Priestley, before you go, another legendary quiz. Please give me your thoughts ahead of tomorrow's game. What are you expecting, and what's your prediction for the game?
I'm expecting an Arsenal-style battering, and probably a 2 or 3-0 defeat.
I would half expect.
If we can keep it below 3, I'll be happy.
Priestley, what was going through your mind when we actually decided to swap through question 10? Was you buzzing?
I was delighted because I knew you might have the right answer.
What a quiz! Absolutely top quality quiz, mate. Every week deliver the top quiz. Hey, Onions in the chat, people. That was an all-time quiz. I think that's in top 3 ever.
Hey, what a good in that. 131 likes, 200 people watching. Smash your like as the Onion vacates the building. I love you, Priestley. I won't see you tomorrow. I'm not going to the game, as you know, but I will see you Tuesday night for sure.
Yeah,
Priestley,
see you next Tuesday.
See you later, Onion. See you later, my mate.
See you later.
Bye, bro. Bye, mate. Bye.
See you, mate.
Hold that.
Hey, lads. Top 3 quiz, that. Top 3.
Top 3 all time. Top 3 all time.
It is. Top 3.
Right, hey, boys, we've got to win. Got to win.
It feels like it's been a while. I enjoyed that. It was cracking. Right, boys, we need to get into the nuts and bolts of tomorrow's game. So let's have a preview. Fucking love that, AG. Class. Right then, tomorrow, question for you both. The quiz has ended. Free hit, question mark. Speak to me.
What's the free hit? Was it it's 3 points? It's up for grabs. We're at home. The free hit in terms of playing against Man City. I don't like the term free hit, really. Nothing's really a free hit. It's playing a game of football. We're hugely unlikely to win it, but it doesn't make it a free hit. There's nothing free hit about. Free hit means Man City have got to beat every other team away from home in the relegation or bottom six or whatever. So there's nothing free hit about it. It's chance of 3 points, chance of 1 point. Unlikely we get them, but yeah, I will never call it a free hit because otherwise, what's the point? What's the point in even turning up? This whole thing of they're much better than us and we've got to work much harder than them because all their players are better. Well, don't cry about it. Just go out and try and win the game of football. Think what works best for them. Where can we hurt them? Get it done. But easier said than done. But we can try our best.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm very much of the same, mate. It's one of those games where it's a bit free hit. It sounds a bit much, but it's a bonus point if you get one. I'll say that's a bonus. When you look at your fixtures, even the lads, even Leeds, even Farker, it's a game you wouldn't put your money on as getting a result in before the ball's kicked, before the season starts. This is a game. Whereas next week, Sunderland at home has won you sort of earmark potential free there, boys. So it would be a bonus point. And from now to end of the season, any points I'm accumulating as I'm adding them up and projecting what I think, this isn't what I'm going to put 3 down for, boys. But with the right attitude, with the right lineup, if the boys play to the ability, all I want to see tomorrow, Bossnass, is a side that's put out there, capable of causing an upset, working hard, hopefully attacking football would be my preference as opposed to sitting back. But even with all those things in mind, Bossnass, we could still lose this game quite heavily too. So a lot of it depends on how City turn up, yeah?
I understand the terminology when you look at these games as like a free hit because games against Arsenal, Man City don't define a newly promoted team season and probably never won't do for the next decade and on. Because those teams are just pumped with investment. Some of the best players in the world, established. The only thing we can look at, and I don't think it will play in our favour, but it could do, is that Man City are in a title race, and so there is pressure associated with that. But usually under Pep, it's one of those where they kind of thrive under it. He preps them for it all season, sports psychologists, all this other stuff. So there is a chance that we do get a battering tomorrow. The thing is with Man City is as well, it's not a team you can sit back against because they've had now probably 10 years plus of learning methodically how to break down a low block. But it's not a chance that you can go overly expansive with either because they will just hand it to you. They will just hand you ass to you on the plate. So it's one of those where it's one of the toughest teams to kind of even put a game plan against. I guess what you got to do is keep it tight, try and control the tempo, and just hope, really. Hope that you get moments, and when you get those moments, you can take a couple of them, and just hope that when they get their moments, which they inevitably will do, we can't stop that. For some reason, each and every time, whether it be luck or a good block or a fantastic save, it just don't come off for him. So it is one of those where it's a bit of a wing and a prayer. But like AG said, every game in the Premier League is it's open to all 3 results: loss, draw, win. If it wasn't, then the bookies wouldn't legally be allowed to take bets on it. So you do stand a chance, albeit a very small chance. But yeah, over to Fark really, because I wouldn't know how to approach this game. I'd be interested to hear G's thoughts on how he would approach a game like this.
I want to know too. Paul's asked there, what will Fark do, mate? Like Bossnass says, will he park the bus? I mean, we spoke before Arsenal, and I keep thinking this is similar to Arsenal game. I know Arsenal pose even more threats from set pieces, etc. But one at top 2 sides, going for the title. How do you approach this? Because I said to you against Arsenal, let's have a bit of a go. And you said, you can't have a go against them because they'll batter you. That game, we sat back. I think we showed him too much credit. We sat off him a little bit and they picked us off anyway. What do you think he'll do?
Do you know what the problem against these really elite sides? He's playing 3 at the back, and we then play that contradiction I said about against Chelsea, which is where you then do a high press. So then that leaves a lot of space between that high press and the 3 at the back, because 3 at the back are inevitably marking hard and only. So you sort of have your 2 spare men doing nothing. So you got to make those outside centre backs work for you. They've got to either push onto Semenyo, Foden, Cherky, whoever it is, and then again your back line's all out of sync. It's a tough one. I think ultimately to hurt them. So what I always liked against any of the bigger sides is, and I think we got it wrong a few times this season, is set pieces, long throws and corners, try and play territory, but you got to play your 3 big lads at centre back. You got to play BL, Rodon and Strat to hurt teams. That's the only thing we've hurt teams. We had 3, whether it's, let's say, long throws and corners. And Man City aren't a big side. They're not a big. Mark Gay's a brilliant centre back. But he's about 6 foot. You know, he's not 6'3", 6'4". You know, against Liverpool it didn't really work, but the Konate and Van Dijk are about 6'4", 6'5", the pair of them. I think Man City are quite a short side, and that's where you can hurt them. But so I would play in territory. I'd be playing quickly forward, trying to turn them round. Like I don't think Fark will do that. I think against big sides, the back 3 and the high press is a little bit of a contradiction. And I think we got caught out. But the interesting part about that, of course, is we got caught out against Chelsea. We started giving Palmer low space. You're playing a spread out game of football when you're defending and you're not sitting in enough. And I think then you're leaving it up to players. Obviously, there's triggers when they press. And if they press the wrong time, sort of snacker away at Man City first half. I know we changed a lot since then. He's pressing centre back. Foden scores 3 minutes in because our centre midfielder is pressing centre back. And that's just crazy. You do that against Man City, you're stuffed. So you've got to have all the right triggers, right formation, know when you can press, know when to just sit in. But as Bossnass said, if you sit in, now they've got Semenyo as well. That Cherky, Foden, all those sort of players, they can break you down. But I say I don't mind the idea of 2 up front in this one. But if you're playing 2 up front, they've got to be 2 up front. And that's a massive risk you take. But and then you defend with sort of 9, and you leave 2 up front, and then you have to go forward quickly, and you got to turn them around because if you play 2 up front, leave 1 on 1, they'll leave 2 centre backs against 2 strikers a lot, and they'll trust themselves to not lose the balls from positions. So if you can nab it, get forward very quickly, turn them around, get up the pitch, and I think that might be a way of playing, but. Whether we're brave enough to do that and play 2 up front, I think they will do 1 up front, do a stack and Aaron's the same we've been doing away from home. 2 attacking midfielders fall in and do a 5-4-1 low, a mid block, and press when the time's on. But it's regards to anything else, like Bossnass said, you can go around the house with all of this and go, what will work? And go, none of this is going to work because they're much better than we are.
Want to see? Yeah, bang on, mate, bang on.
The only thing I would say to that is you know, you're here to serve the Leeds fans, right? So your job as a manager is to try and win football games, but also you're here to put a product on for the people that pay the wages, which are the Leeds fans. I genuinely don't think the Leeds fans would walk away from that stadium fuming or really angry if they just went out there, not play a full press, but do engage. Don't let them just stroll over the halfway line. I think we can't do that.
I agree.
You can't let their centre backs just sit on the halfway line and we just give them half the pitch. We can't do that.
We got beat by Arsenal 4-0, Bossnass. I were there, and the main rhetoric coming out of the stadium and fans online were,
I wish we just
disappointed. Yeah, disappointed in the performance that we didn't put our best foot forward really and have a crack at them. The result was secondary really. That we didn't really expect to beat them 4-0, whatever. It was the fact that we didn't really show our best side, which.
I think the safest thing for Fark to do, really, to avoid criticism, is to have a go. Is to, I don't think he'll play 2 up top again. I think that gives too much space in the midfield, and that needs to be congested for Leeds, really, to get anything out of this game for me. I don't think passing lanes can be open and Leeds United can win this game. I don't think those 2 things can happen. So I don't think he can play 2 strikers. So you want somebody who could support the striker and either be there to support a knockdown or go past the striker to try and create some havoc in that way. So the real problem that we have is that we don't have any real clinical, lethal pace in the team other than Dan James. But I don't think he gets in the squad based on, playing minutes, form, all that stuff. So that's the interesting thing.
Let me bring my side up, boys. So I've done what I think my side is. And this is
sorry, mate. Just before you do that, because I don't know if you can bring it up, but the only thing I say about 2 strikers in its favour is Man City play 2 centre backs and they'll play their DM, which is Rodri or Gonzalez, and a lot of stuff. Is it called Gonzalez? I think he's centre back's called. Anyway, whatever. A lot of stuff goes through them. So you can ask one of your strikers to drop onto that DM, whichever one it is. But of course, then again, it's a contradiction from the high press element. If you're going ball orientated, man orientated, I don't mind the idea of two up front, but trying to make it work, I say, because it's all about passing lanes. If you play 3 at the back, you're almost defending your box rather than anything else. Because I say there'll be 2 spare men in there all the time because you're marking Haaland by yourself, and then there's just 2. So if Biol marking Haaland, Road on a Stroud, we've got no one on them. So the game, and what Man United, what Man City do, or what Arsenal do, is they'll play around the front of you all the time, and they'll find those pockets. And 3 at the back doesn't really work against that. You've got to go out and engage. Liverpool at home was a little bit like that. We didn't quite go out and engage. So trying to find that balance between when we engage, is that there's a lot of coaching this, because I think these against Man City and Arsenal in particular, these are unique games because those two teams are so strong.
Just before Matty comes in, it's one of those where I kind of wish that Buonanotte had came into the club and hit the ground running and showed us his top level, because I think he's the type of player that could really cause Man City some issues if we did get time on the ball. Not going to get time on the ball against Man City, but you know what I mean. If he could find those pockets and look to find Calvert-Lewin, but yeah, very difficult.
That's what I'd like to see, boys. That's what I'd like to see. A 3-5-2 with Aronson in midfield, but a bit of a free roam to get up there and support Metch. And I know that's why it's probably going to be Gruev in there, and Aronson's that player just behind DCL. It's probably going to be what we've seen before already this season. But I would like that. And it hurts me to take James Justin out, but I do think, you can't get him in every week. That's what I would like to see. I don't know about you guys.
I don't mind it, but I agree with what he said. I think Metcher is the casualty on this one. He's probably going to start on the bench, and yeah, I think Gruev starts.
Yeah. No,
if I was starting the Metcher, I don't mind the rest of it particularly, but then Aronson doesn't play and Gruev plays instead of him.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, but you play Gruev as a DM rather than having a cam.
Aronson. Yeah,
but I don't see him taking Aronson outside either, lad. So it probably is Metcher.
No, and I know that where I got a little bit earlier in the season, I was like, we're playing Aronson, and I think sometimes we're giving up what we should be doing as a formation to shoehorn Aronson in the team. Now, obviously, since then he's got a lot better. To be fair to him, and he's looked quite integral to what we do, and the legs element. But what you need to do, if you didn't play Aronson, you play Gruev. You have to drop the high press a little bit. And almost sit into that mid block, engage when it comes into your half, and let's say in the Metro Cavalier and drop on to the DM. I think that could work, and then you get forward very quickly. You look at 25-30% possession maximum in that game of football, and you look at territory, and you're playing a bit of rugby union. But that might be the only way we hurt them. But if you're looking for attacking output, you're probably starting the Metcher, and as an idea of how we might attack, 2 strikers rather than Aronson makes a lot of sense to me. But Aronson can't then get into that side because Aronson's there to press. And we shouldn't be pressing. We shouldn't be running out, harrying the centre back. They'll love it. If we step onto them, they'll love it. We'll just play out and they'll play with a stretch game of football and they'll just lap it up. That's the problem.
Do you bypass the midfield in this game, Meiji? That's a question that I have for you. From the defence, the midfield essentially there is going to be mainly, if you played like this, would be mainly a defensive mechanism to kind of halt the flow of attacks coming forward. But I'm talking about on the ball. Would you be tempted to clip a few up there and just try and play off it?
100%, and then you ask about second balls rather than anything else, which is Metcher rather than Aronson for me. But I think we do bypass it. But I think there's a way because City want a high press. City want us to play around the back, and they want a high press, and they think they can nab it. They're really good at it. So actually, inviting them on, doing that, I do like like the idea of the short goal kick, but then you just whack it up midfield. So you have a centre back in there, you pass him, and he just whacks up the pitch to the DCL. So straight away you bypass 6 of their players. And it's a really simplified version of football where you hope DCL and the Metcher can do something as a pair to score a goal, and that is our attack. That's our whole attack, and nothing but the attack. That's everything. So there is that angle. I like that angle, and I think Aronson gets lost in these games a little bit. We aren't playing pockets. We're not playing through the lines. We're not good enough to pass through lines against these guys. We do it a lot. We pass around the back, and we've got no idea about how to then move the ball forward. It's just simple. I think these sort of games we should have done against Arsenal. I thought we were terrible against Arsenal. Play it forward quicker. I think there's a lot to be said for that, and go long. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think Okafor's a big miss. It'd be nice to have the option of Okafor too, wouldn't it, for this game? If you are going to play with DCL and someone off him. Let me just read this one out here. Abdul Rahman Al Khalifa, getting the first time I've ever been able to say that properly. I've been practicing that. You honestly, Abdul Rahman Al Khalifa. I've practiced that on voice notes of AG a few times. So yeah, I finally said it right. Thank you so much for your super chat. Really appreciate it. Hope you're well. Good evening, Matty and friends. Come on, Leeds from Bahrain. Blows me mind. We've got people watching from all over the world.
My Phoebe's mum. My wife's mum. Sorry to interrupt you there, but you'll like this, Abdul. My wife's mum used to run a dance school in Bahrain for about 3 years. So yeah.
Class that. Confident we get a result tomorrow. Draw more likely. Yeah, I'm same as that. I'm confident we'll get some. Just imagine Abdul Rahman Al Khalifa. I'm going to always say full name now. Imagine if we get a win tomorrow. A point would be class. But yeah, you never know in football. We have beaten them before in the past. You never know. And they're not invincible. And away from home, boys, they've come away from more away games not winning than they have winning. So I think they've got six wins away from home and 7 games where they've, I think, 4 losses, 3 draws, or 3 draws, 4 draws, 3 losses. So away from home, they're not unbeatable, that's for sure. So we'll have to see how we go. But yeah, thank you so much for your super chat, mate. Really appreciate it. Is Okafor starting? Okafor's the only injury. We found out yesterday is the only injury, which is a good place to be at this stage of season, boys. Really good stage to be only having 100%. Him out. He's a big miss, but whatever happened to Buonanotte, Clive, is just out of favour. And the sniff he's had on the pitch, lad, he hasn't played well, as he played 40, but played 20 minutes in the
Can he be blamed? Can he be blamed?
No, I know it's one of them, mate. It's one under Farker. You've sometimes only got 15 minutes, haven't you? And if you stink the gaff out, Bossnass, that might be your only stiff for
the thing is, for me, Buonanotte, right? He needs to go. Whatever happens between now and the end of the season, he has to go to Brighton at the end of this year and put a transfer request in. Because the way they're treating him, just shipping him out left, right, and centre, is just not good for his career. He needs to put himself first and say, "I need to go somewhere new because this just ain't working."
Yeah, well, it's not working for him, is it? Fraser, thanks for your super chat too, buddy. Really appreciate it, mate. Thank you so much. Thanks again for the Friday night entertainment, guys. We've still got probably about 3 hours left, so don't go anywhere. It means a lot. And Matty, get a vape instead of a pen. Yeah, I can't vape, mate. Nah, food's my only crutch, mate. I can't vape as well. No way. I can't tell. A draw. Right then, boys, let's get your score predictions for tomorrow's game before we move on. So I'm going to go first. Looks before age. I don't know. Look at it. Honestly, your face, age, is funny at times. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go 2-2. I'm going to go Desmond. I think there'll be goals. I think there's at least a goal in it for us, lads. So yeah, I'm going to go 2 goals. 2-2, Desmond, and I'd be delighted with that.
3-1 City, I think.
I thought this might be a week where at least one of you says that. Yeah. What's that? What you're saying?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I had the same score as AJ in my mind, so I'm not going to change it. 3-1 City.
Wow. Loads. I'll tell you what, it goes to show how much we've improved since the last time we played City. Because I remember going into the City game last time and we were all thinking 4s, 5s, 6s. A lot of the fan base, look, I know it's, maybe it's misplaced faith, let's say. Who knows? We'll find out tomorrow. But a lot of Leeds fans are confident we can get something in this. It's under the lights-ish. People say it's not under the lights. It's not under the lights. It is. It was 5:30 and my son were playing football tonight. The lights were on, trust me. It'll be under the lights. They'll put it on even if it were 12 o'clock kickoff.
That helps. But the thing for me is, the thing that also changes this game for me a little bit is it's more of a must-win for Man City than it is for Leeds, which is odd when you think.
I wanted to ask you a question on that, look, because I got this from 78 RPM Saviour earlier. More pressure on City than us. Weirdly, the aura and the look of Daniel Farke in the press conference said all you needed to know, lads. He were laughing, he were joking, he were totally relaxed. It's a big week and it's a big month, right, coming up. But this game, there's almost little to no pressure on Leeds United. You've also got, and we'll pull up the other fixtures as well in a bit, but you've also got West Ham going to Anfield. So there's an opportunity here where we could get battered 6 or 7, lads. 6, 7, 6. Sorry, boys.
Right. We
We could get battered. obviously you don't want the goal difference to take a hammering, but I think regardless of that, I don't see West Ham getting out of Anfield. So it's one of those, isn't it? When you're down at the bottom end, you can actually afford to go on a bit of a poor run. You don't want to, but it can happen because the sides in amongst you aren't winning every week either. So I think pressure-wise, them going for title and having to be on it every week, as we knew in the Championship when you're at the top end of the table, a draw can feel like a loss because if they win, down at the bottom, it's not like that. So there's more pressure on City this week tomorrow than there is on Leeds United. You may not say it's a free hit. I agree. We can get something if we play well, but there's no pressure to go out there and win. The pressure comes Tuesday night. That's when our pressure moves again. So there is something in that, boys, and pressure can do crazy things to a person.
Yeah, we're in that part of the year where the league stops making sense. At some point, you get to back end of the season and the league stops making sense. We're approaching that now, but Man City have no room for error, and they know that. And for me, a lot of teams fumble the bag under pressure. City tend not to be one of them. They just come at you more relentlessly. When it means more, they'll do more, and they just, I just look. We might come on the next time round and go, wow, what a performance from Leeds United. We've handed Arsenal the title.
Yeah.
It can always happen, but I just can't see past City for this one. And I don't like saying it, but...
Yeah. West Ham play at 3 o'clock as well, AG. Don't the West Ham play before us?
Yeah,
so
no, absolutely.
We'll know as well whether we'll have pressure
Yeah,
or
but
not.
I think, like, I know you can bring it up in a second, the next 4 games for West Ham, they're tough. But I think this is, there is more pressure on City, but this is the stage of season where they usually come good and they just start winning every single game of football. They strengthened really well in January. Semenyo and Mark Gay, good players. Haaland doesn't score for. Did he score the other game? He's not been very good form lately, but yeah, I think they're so good. But can we hold them out? Can we hold them out for 20 minutes? They start getting edge. I don't know. I think they're so relentless. They'll just keep playing. They'll expect to score in this game. There's no doubt about that. So it's not like we'll hold them out for 25 minutes and they'll get there's fans who get all tetchy and stuff. It's just not. It's not going to work like that. I don't think pressure comes into this too much. I really don't. Oddly.
To get anything from the game, Adam, we probably have to score 2 goals, don't we? Potentially to get anything.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I agree. I think if this free hit element is quite a nice element in a way because you go, okay, well, and then you go, right, they can hurt us in 1,000 different ways. How can we hurt them? How did the second half Man City? It was just frantic, manic football. Get it forward quickly, turn them round, like all those sorts of elements. Get the crosses in, get long throws in the box. Just like I say, that should be our focus. Because if it is, the free hit element should play into our hands because there's no pressure, and we go, okay, how can we hurt them? And I think that's the biggest thing. If we do what Fark would usually want to, which is play slowly around the back and higher press, I think that plays into the hands. And we done it twice against Arsenal now. It played perfectly into their hands. But saying that, again, second half at Man City, it was a completely different game. But we just got forward quickly. It wasn't really about 2 up front. It was just facts. We got forward so quickly. Bossnass said we bypassed midfield. Just get it forward. So there's something in the game. I say we can hurt them. I think we've shown that. But
I tell you, if Leeds are in the game on the hour mark, then that's when the real game starts for me for Leeds United. Because with half an hour left on the clock, if they've stayed in it within the hour, if they're drawing on the hour mark, at that point I think, right, come on, there could be something here for us now. The danger is that if you're too expansive in the first half, you could find yourself 3-0 down in 45 minutes, and then so for me it's stay in the game, find a way to stay in the game, and when the opportunities come up, try and be clinical in those moments.
Yeah, no, big time. Let's have a quick look at the fixtures to come up, because this is before the next international break at the end of March. Some really good fixtures in there for Leeds United, and when you look at the other sides, obviously you get drawn into looking at Leeds and thinking, we could pick up this and that, but when you actually look at some of the other sides there, there's some tough games. I don't think West Ham get much in that run, genuinely. I don't think they beat Liverpool 2 away games back-to-back, Liverpool and Fulham. Then you've got to host Brentford and host City, then away at Villa. And I know
Brentford is the FA Cup game, I think.
Of course, it's cost. We've got Norwich in there. You look at that though in Premier League, Liverpool away, Fulham away, City at home, Villa away. That's tough.
I know, that's tough. That is tough.
3 away games and your home game City. There's every chance there, boys, that West Ham, and I know they'll probably pick up something at some point, but They may not win any of those games. Then you look at Leeds is on the other end of that. You know, after City, they've got Sunderland at home, Palace away, Brentford at home. I mean, that 6-point swing, boys, could be double, if not a bit more. And I know that sounds very optimistic. It could be, though, boys. It really could be. This is the breaking point of the season when I look at it and think we could really just tear it away now.
I was looking at this and I thought West Ham would do well to get 2 points out of that run, probably.
Agree.
I think.
Agree.
And then 4 more games are passed. So everyone's played 31. There's only 7 games left. So if Leeds have only got to win 1 game and we gain a point, suddenly we're 7 points ahead with 7 games left. That's a really good position to be in. We've only got to win 1 game for that to happen, I think, because I think they'll do well to get 2 points. So if you get 4 points or 6 points, then I think then, that's why it's so I was a bit so frustrated after Villa game because you just got to win those games. You win that game of football. You're suddenly looking up and go, can we finish 12th? Can we finish whatever? But so we're still looking down because that away form.
And best thing as well, boys, when you look at the other two, you know, Tottenham and Forest, they've got European games sandwiched in there too.
Yeah.
No, that just makes things tough, doesn't it, Bossnass? Just, you know, we've got Norwich in there and people talk about, you know, we need to stay in the league and don't focus on a cup. They've got, you know, 2-leggers in Europe.
Ordinarily, if Spurs were kind of in this situation, I know it didn't happen the year before because it was Europa League. That's much easier to win.
Yeah.
Ordinarily, they'd probably play a rotated side in Europe now just to prioritise the league. They can't do that. The injury crisis going on there at the minute means they can't do that. So yeah, that really does play into it. Also, the travel's a big thing as well. You know, the thing is with West Ham, what I'll say about West Ham is Nuno's got them believing it's possible. The way they're playing football is very different to how they was playing football against Leeds when they came up to Elland Road, and you know he's figured out a formation. He knows who his best players are, and it's a weird time of year. But what I will say about West Ham is they're very emotionally. I would say they're very emotionally tired at this point. So if things start going against them, there's only so much kind of mental fortitude they will have left in the tank before when it starts to look like the mountain's a bit too high to climb to get over. They could really sink because they have put emotionally and you know they really are fighting for each other. So if Leeds can pick up a decent return and Tottenham pick up a decent return and Forest, you know, then they could fall off a cliff and the bottom 3 could be done.
No, I mean, looking at that, Adam, right? 12 points on offer there before the end of March, which would leave 7 games left after that. We've still Burnley and Wolves to play at Elland Road. I look at that and think we're going to be close, if not past 40 points, which would mean Bar City would have to win the next 3. I think we're going to go pretty close to 40 after these by end of March. I can see us getting, let's be fair, 7 points out of them is doable. Even 6 isn't horrible. Would be on 37 with 7 still to go. There's no way this club goes down. There's no way we should even be talking about Leeds in this notion. But we are. But we're not going to be there much longer, mate, looking at that run for me. Come on.
I agree with that in terms of, but I'm looking at West Ham's fixtures. I think Spurs are in big trouble, but I think the only thing saving Spurs and Forest is West Ham. I think West Ham are really, these 4 games are so tough. And I say 4 games past, the fans are so ready to turn on them. The owners, the players, they don't. When teams go down, you know, it's built up over the season, obviously, but there's a narrative, and you know, you can see it. You can see them slipping. You can see them just and I think Leeds are the 4 teams there are the ones I don't see slipping. I watch games of football and Leeds are so in it. You watch Spurs, like Mal Spurs mates I've got, they're just like they are panics. They few are going, oh, we're down. Now they're pessimists anyway, most of them. But they are, and again, the only thing that says they're not is West Ham. I think Forest look decent. I think Forest look quite organised last couple of games. They look decent. They've got a lot of good players. I think Spurs and West Ham are the 2 teams majorly in trouble. I don't really pin Leeds in there. And I think those next 4 fixtures, that's a horrible run for West Ham. As I say, and it only takes the Spurs to win 1 or 2 out of those, which is tough. I mean, we've got a couple of games where we're favourites. Spurs got a couple of games. Palace at home, they will be favourites. I mean, they're struggling around that, really. Forest home, they should probably still be favourites. But West Ham have got no games next 4 their favourites. They're second favourites for all those for me. And I think if they come out of that with 2 points, I think they're very nearly there.
That Tottenham Forest game on the 22nd of March is absolutely colossal.
Yeah.
Absolutely colossal.
Yeah.
Look, I don't think that, genuinely, I think there's probably 7-8% chance. If you looked, I don't know, Opta will have it. I don't know what it is, but I'd say less than 10% chance. Looking at this, that Leeds get dragged into it and potentially go down. I can't.
It's less than 3%. It's 2.something%.
Well, there you go. But the thing is, whilst it's 6 points, it's 6 points. And the league table doesn't give a shit about context. So whilst it's 6 points, it's still 6 points.
Yeah, I agree. And let's be fair, lads, as well. I remember watching Conor McGilligan maybe 6 or 7 weeks ago, and he were talking about for West Ham to get any hope, they're going to have to hit a top 4 sort of level of form, and they have done that. They've recently done that, but how sustainable is that form over 3 or 4 months? Anyone can spike. I say anyone. We've had it as well, where we've had an upturning performance, and we've sort of dragged it out to be a 3-month sort of spell of decent form, but we haven't been winning games. But West Ham have hit, I think, 5 wins in 6 or 5 in 7. They went through a really good patch, haven't they, where they've been winning a lot of games of football. The best players are now performing, now scoring goals. I don't think that's sustainable when you look at those fixtures through March. I don't see that continuing. But they need to maintain European level form, lads, to stay up, which says it all, really.
And they also need everything to go right. Like if you get an injury to a Jimmy Somerville, a Mateus Fernandes, or a Bowen, then that pretty much sends you down at that point as well. They already spent, what was it, 21 million on that Pablo, and he's out, and I don't know when he's back.
Out for season.
Is he out for season?
Yeah.
So that's a blow to him as well. As good as Castellanos is with link up, he pretty much does that kind of Paddy Bamford level of build up when he was at his best for Leeds. He does get busy. He does link up the play, but again, he's not a killer in front of goal. He'll get the odd header, he'll get the odd goal, but again, he's not something who's gonna fire you to safety. So West Ham, it feels like a matter of time for West Ham, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I think so too, mate. I do. Matty, you should do a points calculator on a show. I did do one top down a while ago. I'll have to do another one in a few weeks. I think we'll see down land lies. But moving on then, boys, let's quickly touch on, because we're almost at almost at 2 hours. So we'll try and wrap it up in the next 10 minutes or so. But let's do a little bit of a quick preview. We don't really want to talk about it too much, but Tuesday night, Sunderland, a game where I think we're all going to say 3 points is maybe a must in this one we should aim to get points out of. Really annoyed we didn't beat them at the Stadium of Shite. We absolutely battered them and didn't win that game. We drew. I think we 1-1, won it, and really disappointed with that one. Can you see? I mean, obviously a lot depends on getting past City, injuries. We'll see how we fare going into Tuesday. But is that a game you're fairly confident we win and win well? They've got a lot of players out injured as well, AG.
Yeah. Mugalele. What's his name?
Mukalele.
Yeah, I do. Robbie's out as well, isn't he? So and I think they're both very important players for them. Obviously,
Ronaldo's out. Ronaldo.
Oh, is he as well? Okay. I mean, Sunderland away from home. They won 2 games all season away from home. They're a slippery slope, I think, in terms of form. Last 5 matches, they must be right near.
They've lost 3 in a row. They've lost 5 in 6, I think it is.
Yeah, I mean, last 5's all showed me here, but yeah, they've lost 4 in the last 5 as well. I think, I mean, the injuries happening. They're in terrible form. I can't see anything but a Leeds winning that game.
Here we go with Sunderland. Sunderland, the team that was chasing Europe, are currently, based on the last 5 games, in the bottom 3 on the form table.
Yep.
3 points from 5. 3 points from a possible 15. 10 goals conceded. 5 goals scored. Something hilarious, actually. I was on, I can't remember, it was either Twitter or Facebook, one of them, and there was a post and it had about 300 comments, and it was a guy genuinely discussing amongst the Sunderland lot if they need to worry about staying up, like genuinely questioning, is this fall off? Are we going to get dragged in? And I was like, wow, what a turnabout that is.
Yeah, it has certainly been a drop off from Sunderland. So a drop off as well, boys, that we all sort of thought had happened, but they did so much good work in the summer, so much good work that first half of the season. They were never going to be in a relegation fight. Although my mate Wayne is sweating until they get another win or so, but they'll be fine with Sunderland. But I do think they'll limp over the line, and I think Leeds will probably surpass them. Yeah, they've got to go to Bournemouth this weekend as well as Sunderland. Bournemouth away and then Leeds at Elland Road. 2 back-to-back away games where I think they get knocked from, and that'll be 5 losses on a bounce going into a derby as well against Newcastle game after that. I think it is. So yeah, I'll be doing a preview with Wayne Sunday on Monday. Go for Tuesday's game, a pre-record, and then hopefully, because we normally do Bridging Gap on a Tuesday, he didn't do it last week, so the next Bridging Gap will be on my channel. Hopefully, I might do it Wednesday, I might do it game after if he's got the balls to come on, Wayne, if you're watching, when we've battered you 4-0. But yeah, predictions for that, boys. I'm gonna go 4-0 Leeds. I think about it. I'm gonna go 4-0 Leeds. I beat me chest. 4-0
2-0 Leeds.
2-0 Leeds against Sunderland.
3-1.
3-1. I think we concede. Yeah. Fair dues. Right then, there's quite a lot in there, but we're going to get through them quickly because it's almost midnight. Well, it's midnight, but it's time. Star, this said Richard, so I stay literally just give me basic information. Like, Richard, thank you, but just make it so simple for me. Literally, star this. I didn't even read it. Start it right. Tell me why we have to wait for Man City to get done. We could already be staying up. Your lads' thoughts, please. Go for it.
What? What's the? I don't know what the point is. What?
Tell me why we have to wait for Man City to get done. We could already be staying up. Your thoughts, lads, please.
Well, that don't make sense to me.
I don't know what it means.
Never mind about City. We're going to stay up regardless of what happens at City game. I think is what he's alluding to. I think.
I think we'll stay up. Yeah, I say. I think we're too good at form.
City's just a game we've got to get over, and then there's still 10 games left where we only have to pick up 9 points in 10 games. I think we need close to 40, but we'll see. Realistically, guys, are we sure we'll get anything from this game? Realistically, maybe not, but positivity-wise, I'm going to say yes. Steve Brown earlier said we need Biol to be involved against City. Need his physicality against Haaland. Back free road on Biol. Pascal for me. Yeah, he's dealt really well, hasn't he, in the games against the big physical strikers this season. Did really well against Benjamin Tesco before he turned into Sesko and started playing well. Biol sort of had him in that one. He had Thiago. Thiago at Brentford. He caught really well with any sort of physical. Ekatike dealt well with him too. So there's something in that with Biol. When you've got a big target man up top who scores goals, Biol's your man, really, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I think as well. I say attacking set pieces. The 3 big centre backs have them all on the pitch for me.
Yeah, 100%.
Gruev's a weird one for me, Jason. To be honest,
weird about him.
No, he's not weird. He's not weird. He's not a weird bloke.
Gruev, you weirdo, mate. Weirdo.
But he's definitely not someone I'd hang around with. You know what I mean? No, what I mean, what I'm saying is that he's proved very useful this season, but he'd still be someone I'd be looking to upgrade in summer.
Oh, 100%. Absolutely. I think profile-wise, he's proved massively useful. He tracks his man. He's a great system player. If you could find a great system player that's decent on the ball as well, that would be which should have been Tanaka, but he doesn't. He just does weird things and goes off on one every now and then. Gruev's doing what Tanaka should have done this season. Tanaka should have been, but no other club. I think Gruev's playing every game. I think he's been extraordinarily good for him this season. I think he's actually been a bit of a revelation. I wouldn't have picked him ever for starting this many games, but yeah, absolutely, he's one of the ones you look to upgrade in the summer as well.
It's weird, it's Gruev, because I think he'll just, no matter what level he plays at, he'll always just be okay. He'll just do the base. Like if he's done really well in Premiership when he's played well in Prem. If he were to drop that down to Championship and sign for the Championship, he wouldn't be the best midfielder in the Championship. Do you know what I mean? It's like he just sort of finds his level. He just plays the game just nice and steady. Doesn't do anything too expansive, and no matter what level he'll play at, he'll just be okay.
Absolutely,
he's a good squad player. And
the fans of the club he's at will be happy with him. Yeah. And no other club will even know he exists.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what Gruev is for me? Do you know what he is to me? And this might sound crazy. He's Amazon Basics.
Yes.
It does. You buy it, right? It does the job, but there's no frills to it. But it does the job.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not someone that, come on. I mean, it is difficult, especially I know what it's like as well, because, obviously, all Leeds fans, I will say this, because I don't think it's a slight on the fan base. I think it actually just shows how passionate we are, but we are sentimental with our players, with our heroes, people that we like, people that. I don't think that's a slight on us as a fan base. I think it actually shows just how passionate we are. But there is going to come a time where there's going to be areas of this team that are going to have to be shipped out and upgraded, just for the progression of the club.
100%, mate. Paul mentions recruitment here, decent recruitment in the summer, and even a small incremental improvement moves us to mid-table next season. Yeah, like I said, there's quite a lot of loan players on loan this season to get out, get a few more funds through the door, and then a couple of these fringe players not playing as well, lads. And we could have a decent kit for summer.
100%. There is loads to this summer. You think Ramazani, Schmidt, Wober, Joseph,
Eldar,
Harrison. There is,
Eldar.
and if you're selling them, you got to get decent value for all of them, which I think there is some value. Not loads and loads, but Gelhard can get 5 million.
Yep.
Joseph can find 10 million, whatever.
Yep.
All those sorts. Ramazani can get 12, whatever. So
it adds up quickly.
And that's before the inevitability of a Tanaka or a Nonto. Do you know what I mean? That Pirro, that's before they even move out. Who should bring more than that? So
do you know what's important for us as a because I think they'll be interested in our players. If you finish 17th or you finish 14th, 13th, I think suddenly the value of that overall squad goes up, obviously. But then people don't agree. If you finish 17th, he's an £8 million player. You finish 14th, he's a £12 million player. I honestly think that's how it works.
Yeah. Because if you're 17th, you view that, you're like, oh, maybe still championship sort of value. They've only just stayed. But like you say, if we finish 12th, 13th, 14th, all of a sudden, you know, a bit more credibility there, isn't there, going into the season?
And ultimately, absolutely. And I think that's the thing about his way performances and only winning one with 5. I think we have been a 13th, 14th place team in this league.
We have, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
But we're not. But we should be.
No. And like Graham says, some I've said loads, and we all probably agree with the 3 coming up. We say dog shit. The 3 coming up, I would suggest probably falls back to what we've seen the last few years, and they probably go straight back down. You never know. But looking at who's going to be coming up, I sort of agree. I know there's
but also
but there's a few.
We've also got to remember what Sunderland did in the market. Coventry City won't be holding a big wage bill.
That's a good point. They could come and just rip the book up again, like Sunderland did, and just throw money at it and bring a side there that isn't a championship side. Is what you're getting at.
Do you know what? What Sunderland had? They had 2 things. One, they had a 50,000 seater stadium to fill out, and they weren't filling out in the championship. So straight away, there was loads of money. And 2, and really important, they had a Joe Bellingham sell 40-odd million. And that all went straight on the bottom line. They could spend all that on. They could spend all that on lots of players. I think that was huge. And how many clubs have got a youth prospects to sell for 40, 50 million? So that was their biggest thing money wise.
Yeah, but I understand that, and it won't be maybe not to the extent of Sunderland, but it's been shown that being conservative doesn't work, and that you do have to spend, and you do kind of have to rip up your championship squad if they're not at the level. I don't think any of these 3 coming up will think that their teams are anywhere close to the level. So the blueprint has kind of been set. The big differentiating factor between Sunderland and Coventry and those, to me, isn't actually the 40 million that you get for Joe Bellingham. It's the actual board level astuteness that Sunderland had, and the way they could, and the way they could kind of filter through these good French prospects and African players and such.
Oh yeah, regardless of money spent, they spent it pretty well as well. Absolutely. But what I can't remember. It's not PSR obviously anymore. PSR is rolling over 3 years. Every club that comes up has 2 years of championship in their PSR rolling, because you only get 1 year of championship, premiership come up. Now with it being the new one is a year. So actually, I think clubs will be able to spend. The clubs coming up, it will help them massively. It's a bit more of a level playing field. So yeah, they might just be able to spend 100 million without doing anything else. And if then relegation release clauses, but it means you can have a better go, I think.
Yeah, no, 100%. And Fraser says, end of the day, Leeds deserve to be in the Premiership on merit, on performance and signings. Yeah, we've done really well. From the business in the summer that some, like Bossnass said earlier, weren't too short on, they've proved to be, worth the weight in gold, really. The manager's done better than expected and shown growth, I think, this season as a manager, as a person, and some of the players have done really well. And I think so, mate. I think so. I will watch his presser, mate, thinking he's really developing into such a lovely human being. He even had me chuckling. AG, he just rolled off a tongue. All right, you fucker. Yeah, he's a good person. He's improved as a person.
He's developed as a person.
He has, mate. He has. When he first came, that fucking whoa, we're all over the shop. Now it's a proper decent whoa, because he's just a good person.
He
mate.
still hasn't found a decent barber, has he? That's the thing.
No, maybe
He
not.
hasn't
Right,
changed his haircut for 20 years.
He hasn't. Did you see Robin and Boss saying in excess of 30 clubs per week come and watch Harry Gray?
Yeah.
It doesn't surprise me. But like I always say, I want players who play for Leeds United to get that sort of attention. We've just down to us as a club to show ambition in it that we don't sell them. I think it's adding to a decent base team rather than just replacing every player. Yeah, I think we've got a really good baseline for next season. Get rid of some of the dead wood who Farke isn't going to play, and let's bring in. Maybe let's not spread the average cost of the players to be about 10 million. Let's go and maybe get 3 or 4 that are worth a little bit more. I know it's not all about money, but at some point, lads, you've got to bring in a little bit more quality than what 15,
100%.
12,
Like,
20 gets you. So
if we're selling fringe players and loan players, then you go, okay, we'll buy 4 players for 120 million, something like that, whatever it may be, 5 players, whatever. But ultimately, I think there'll be a few curveballs in there. I think a couple of first team players might leave for the right fees as well. And then you are up in the air and you're doing a lot of business, a lot of work.
yeah, it won't surprise me.
All sorts of happen this summer.
It is difficult. I was watching Atalanta the other day, and they've got a goalkeeper called Marco Carnesecchi, and he's such a good keeper. And I was like, right. So I did the thing that everyone does: go on to Transfermarkt, and Transfermarkt says 25 million, but you know that's market, and nobody pays market. So I'd look at a few of the rumours, and for a keeper of that standard, you know, there's clubs interested at the asking price of 40 million. And it makes me think, I don't know if Leeds are quite there yet, looking at a keeper for 40 million, but I would like him to get there.
Yeah,
if we were going big on a keeper for me, and I think it's doable, very doable actually, is Trafford.
Yeah, of course.
I like Trafford.
Yeah.
It's striker-wise, by the way, Promise David, definitely. Promise David, I think he's an absolute elite footballer.
That will be one for me. Another stream for that, though, boys. We've got loads we could get into, I'm
Sorry,
sure.
yeah, okay.
But yeah, right then, boys. Going to call it good night on there. I think we get a point tomorrow. These two dickheads think we lose.
I don't understand that. Am I being called Liam Cooper there?
What's that bit? Whoever missed.
Good night, Matty, and night to Liam Cooper, Bossnass.
Yeah, you might like Liam Cooper.
I don't know. I'll take that as a compliment. I think.
Yeah, take that. Anyways, let's get through these. There's only one way going, and that is up. I agree, mate. I agree. I'm Oski. Great show, lads. Come on, Leeds. MLT buzzing. Got a ticket. Nice one, Andy. Enjoy, mate. 2-1 the Whites. Grow a pair and get rid of the players. Won't stay. I'm good enough. Pinot. Need to get the spine of the team. Yeah, all right. We'll call it there. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. I know the Onion loves to come on and have his quiz too, so hope you appreciated his efforts. Smash a like on the way out. Please subscribe, and we will see you on the next one.
Go to bed.
I've got a watch along tomorrow. Me and Theo are doing a watch along 5:30. I'll be on about 5:10. Yeah, Dad and Lad watch along. So yeah, tune in for that if you want. Right then. See you later, everybody.
Ta-ra.
Bye-bye.